What is going on, everybody? Good evening or good morning, wherever you are right now, right? This is your AEW Dynasty 2024 live post show here on the Around the Point Network YouTube channel. Dynasty just ended a couple of minutes ago, and here we are now live for the live post show. If you are new to the Around the Point Network YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button down. Hit the subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Share it through social media. If you guys want to go the extra mile here, if you guys want to become an ATP channel member, it is only $2.99 a month. You get a lot of like bonus stuff here and perks such as priority reply to comments. You become first priority when you are in the chat. If you have WWE 2K24, if you have a call, your call will be part of the roster for ATP Gaming and other special stuff, such as members only streams and all that stuff. But what's going on, everyone? I'm Steve. This is Chase. How you been, buddy? How you been?
Good, Steve. We just talked not too long ago on the True Hill Heat channel, so
that is very
pretty
true,
well.
That's awesome, brother. So the pay-per-view is officially, done, and I'll be honest with you, man. I thought this show was actually pretty enjoyable. I must say.
It was. I thought it was a really good show. CageMatch.com currently has it at an 8.7, but only 9 total votes.
I'm seeing it right now. I'm seeing 8.56.
8.56. My screen's showing 8.7. Maybe you have to refresh it.
Maybe so. Let me give it a quick little refresh here real quick. But let us know, guys, in the chat, your thoughts on the show. What did you like? What did you not like from the pay-per-view where it finally happened? Swerve Strickland made history tonight. And then you had that amazing dream match of Bryan Danielson versus Will Ospreay, Billy Goat. And what's going on, CPZ? How you been, brother?
What's up, Steve? Great dream match tonight. Some say the greatest match that ever took place in North America.
United States.
By darn United States of America. I'm reading the chat here as well. Ronan goes, God damn, this pay-per-view was real good. What's going on, everyone? Jericho versus Hook, I didn't like.
A lot of people did not like that match. It's currently sitting at a 3.1 on Cage Match off 20 votes.
That's crazy. Right now, I have it at 8.70 right now. So, in that match, we'll get to this also in a bit if we have time. We'll get into this as well. A lot to discuss here as well. But man, the show. Listen, let's be honest here, okay? We all went into the show. Can we be honest with like minimum expectations, right?
I wouldn't say that I did. I said that this match, with all the trash we were talking about, AEW, which they heard over the past few weeks, I said this show is gonna really deliver. It would be hard if it didn't. I mean, it would be like difficult for them to
surprising.
Yeah, it'd be surprising.
Yes, it would be. It would be. There were 0-hour matches. I just had a background noise that really wasn't paying that much attention to it. But yeah, I mean, to my understanding, what was it? Trent Beretta defeated Matt Sydal. Orange Cassidy and Katsuyori Shibata defeated the team of Shane Taylor and
Lee Moriarty.
I mean, you're not going to have Orange Cassidy lose. Come on.
Nah, he's Orange Cena. Come on, man.
Exactly.
He's AEW's Undertaker, bro. Come on.
Oh, come on.
The boogeyman.
He'll lose to the Stars, but he beats everyone else, man. It's all right.
Yes. And then you also had in the main event the winner take all, and that was won by the Bang Bang Gang. Yeah, the Bang Bang Gang. J-Way. I didn't get to watch the match, but I'm gonna guess. And again, if you guys watched it, let me know in the chat. And I hope this happened. But the J-Way pinned Billy Gunn.
Yeah, pretty
Wait,
much.
he did.
Oh, good, because you guys remember like a couple weeks ago, Jay White
Billy
got
Gunn beat
pinned
Jay
by
White.
Billy Gunn, and
Yeah.
everyone lost it. Like, oh, this is terrible. Why is Billy Gunn beating Jay White? This is horseshit. To be fair, yeah, bro, you got your win back on a freaking on a pre-show. Like, big whoop-de-doo, bro. Big whoop-de-doo. But nevertheless, that's what happened. We got, like, again, everything about this. So it's awesome. So we had Kazuchika Okada versus Pac. Now, I did not get to watch this match live like everyone else because I was trying to make a purchase for this event, make the purchase. And
Poor time management, Steve. What are you
Yeah.
doing? Why did you? We talked about purchasing the pay-per-view at 10 in the morning.
sorry, my apologies.
Why are you apologizing to me? You should apologize to Tony Khan.
Yes, sorry, Tony, sorry, Tone Bot, or whatever whatever you want to go by this week. But my apologies. But nevertheless, I did make the purchase. I did pay for this pay-per-view, right? And I felt like I got my money's worth. Would you all agree with that? Did y'all feel like I got your money's worth?
Yeah,
Fair enough. Okay.
yeah.
But,
The show was worth the money for sure.
So because of what happened on my end, I wasn't able to catch this match live. But I know you guys did.
Yeah.
So what was your overall thoughts on this match? I know that Okada won, but your overall thoughts, and y'all can talk about it more than I can. Obviously.
A very good Okada match. Like Okada pretty much led the match. Pac did his thing in this match. He hit a good couple spots, but it was very, what you see from Okada from New Japan is, especially if you watch like the G1 matches or any of his world title matches, it was pretty much up to that level of a match, especially against a guy like Pac, who, hasn't really wrestled Okada all that much. So it was a nice fresh matchup for Kazuchika Okada. So I thought it was a really good match. I said I wish this wasn't the opener. Like this, I wish this was more in the middle of the card. I think it would have been better served, at least maybe in the middle of the card instead of opening the match, because it did have like that slow build-up start. And then what hurt this match from making it into a great match was that there's no chance Pac was going to win. So some of the near falls just kind of felt like, like the near falls, I wasn't biting on any of them. There was not one near fall where I was like, oh my God, oh, he's going to win. Like, I was just like, oh, okay, cool. Like, there's a near fall. So that's really my take on the match. But yeah, Okada won. It's fine.
As he should. I feel like obviously he should be the one to win anyway. You're not gonna have Okada lose. Like, no, come on. We're not doing that. But again, I didn't get to watch it live, but I know you guys did. So thank you for your thoughts on that. Now, here's the thing about the show. My one critique on the show is everything, there's nothing in between the matches. It's match, go, match done, go to the next one. Like, there's no like backstage segments. So they get people, to wind down a little bit. That's just one of my criticisms on the show. Because I feel like every single match is match done, all right, great, and then boom, the next match. But we did get the trios match here of House of Black of Brody King, Buddy Matthews, and Malachi Black versus Adam Copeland, Eddie Kingston, and Mark Briscoe. I felt like this match, it surpassed my expectations because I'll be honest, going into this, it's like, okay, let's find a way to get Brody. Let's find a way to get Adam Copeland, right, a spot somewhere on the show. Being that, again, he's the TNT champion. You had Eddie Kingston, who is for now still the New Japan Strong champion, and then you had Mark Briscoe, who just won the Ring of Honor World Title, right, a Supercard. So let's find a way to showcase, more than anything, Adam Copeland. I felt like it kicked up near almost the end of the match, but thankfully the right team won here. That's what shocked me too in this one. That being that Malachi Black got the pin over Adam Copeland. Hit him with the miss. And
Malachi Black don't do no job, Steve. Come on,
this
already.
Exactly. But it is obviously leading up to what's going to happen. Hopefully soon, maybe at Double or Nothing. Malachi Black versus Adam Copeland. Or do you guys feel like that's a collision match or
You know that Double or Nothing is late in May. I feel like you could do Malachi Black versus Adam Copeland like at said pay-per-view, but no, at a different show. But I think they might as well save it for the pay-per-view because they're gonna build it up, and Adam Copeland will probably wrestle Brody Keene or wrestle Buddy Matthews in between. Malachi Black will probably wrestle Mark Briscoe again or something. So yeah, I think they could probably save this for the pay-per-view. It's a good Double or Nothing pay-per-view spot.
yes.
But the thing is too, also though, I feel like Tony Khan really has a lack of patience. I feel like with certain feuds like this, because you did get Christian Cage versus Adam Copeland on a Dynamite before you even got it on a pay-per-view. So, and he's done this with MJF and CM Punk when they feuded in 2021. You got that on a Dynamite before,
especially if there's like a location that he knows that like, oh, I can make this like. Because he did like the CM Punk and MJF match, wasn't that in Chicago? That was in Chicago. Right? Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I got to take advantage of the fact I'm in Chicago. I got to do this match here." And then same with the Edge and Christian, the blow off match that was in Toronto, and he was like, "Oh, I got to do the match here." I don't see any locations though where Tony Khan's like, I need Copeland versus Malachi Black to main event. Yeah. But he could have it because Double or Nothing's in Memorial Day weekend. That's still like 5 weeks away, so he got plenty of time.
Yeah, absolutely. But yes, Malachi Black, by what we watched, is next in line, and hopefully he wins it. I mean, I don't know how long is left on his deal, but because I know at time we joke around that Malachi is probably the next one to leave, right? Like he's counting it down and shit like that. But yeah, from there we had the TBS Championship match, the women's TBS title match between Willow Nightingale and Julia Hart. I'm looking at Cage Match here. Do you guys want to take a guess how long this match went?
Oh, Cage Match says that it went 6 minutes, Steve.
Oh, I was about to guess. I was about to guess 7 without even like knowing.
Man, 6 minutes and 1. That's crazy, bro. Keep in mind, like again, Julia had that entrance and all that stuff, right? They had Willow's like mom and I guess like the family basically in the front row for this. Again, you kind of knew going into this that Willow was going to win, even if it was under house rules match. You kind of knew like where they're going, what's happening, right? Obviously, Willow Nightingale did pick up the W. Right, she did pick up the W, and then out came Mercedes Moné. Grandstanding, Willow Nightingale. The ultimate finesser, yo.
Yeah. AEW rankings. What do they even do, bro?
Absolutely.
What do they do?
Absolutely, man. Were you kidding?
Yeah.
No, come on.
Are you kidding, man? Come on. Seriously. But
oh my god, what's wrong? This is why when Steve Smoke, he's just in he's in his little trolling mode. He's Steve the Troll. You're not Steve the Vibe, you're Steve the Troll.
I'm Steve the Vibe.
You're underneath the bridge.
No. I'm Steve.
Underneath the bridge. Okay.
I'm Steve L Vibe, okay? I'm L Vibe.
Is that a woman?
Strickland versus Strickland, Joe Danielson, and Ospreay are the only matches that
I think that's
that got me emotional. Got me emotional.
Okay? Ronan Ghost and other people are doing stuff, and you're not even freaking highlighting any comments.
I must say, I'm really excited for Mercedes and Willow. They're gonna make history.
Hysteria.
Steve is on another level. Yeah.
Oh no, Steve's on the level.
He's on a vibe.
Yeah, he's Steve the Vibe. He's vibing right now.
I'm the vibe right now. We're vibing, y'all. We're vibing. Yeah. We're vibing, y'all. Look, man. Again, I didn't hate this match. I just knew where we were going with it.
Yeah, it was like a squash match.
Yeah, it was. It kind of was. Now, There were talks that there were talks that Julia Hart was working with an injury. That she was working hurt or something like that.
That's what they said.
Yeah, so and look who's joining us now, man. The hits just keep on coming, yo. The hits just keep on coming.
Now. Oh, Romeo has to save us. Thank God. Steve's barely walking through this one, Romeo.
What are you talking about?
Steve, you're literally been sleepwalking. I was like, bro, we've been all out for 18 minutes, and you're like, He's struggling, dog.
Steve's the vibe.
I'm the vibe.
We were talking about that. I said, no, Steve's the troll, not the vibe. He had to take his part. Took his shots at the rankings, took his shot at Mercedes Moné.
Oh,
well, let me ask you this question, Romeo. What was your overall thoughts on the show? Going into it and now watching the show and how everything played out.
I think going into it, I expected it to be a very strong in-ring show. And coming out of it, it was a very strong in-ring wrestling show. They delivered on my expectations.
Okay. Now, do you guys think coming out of this show, this is going to help AEW carry the momentum into Wednesday night, and who knows, maybe Thursday, at 4 p.m., 5 p.m. time.
Oh, my God.
Those numbers
taking shots at the ratings.
Why did I even come in this? Why did I even come here? That's just going to continue. I don't change anything, Chase.
But
now he's awake.
That's that monitor, Steve, right there. That AEW ratings right there.
But yeah, man. So again, I just didn't like also how Mercedes had to take the spotlight from Willow.
Commentary did acknowledge that, though.
They did.
So Mercedes gonna be a heel.
Which she should be.
It's kind of weird, you brought Okada in as a heel, you're bringing in Mercedes as a heel too. Like,
she's not a baby face. She's not.
Yeah,
she's not a character.
I don't know if you guys remember Rob Van Dam's gimmick back in ECW, where he was just like, I'm the TV champion, but I'm just using this so I can get to the Fed. I'm just trying to get to the Fed. I want Mercedes to do that gimmick, but she goes, this is just a pit stop for me. I'm using this to raise my children.
Tony would never.
No, but could you imagine the heat that she would get? She would literally be public enemy number one. And you hate it too, because she's actually good in the ring and stuff like that.
And she just keeps the title for a long time.
And then she goes, I'm gonna bring this title home and give it to Jay Cargill and stuff like that. Like she's just talking about, like, it'd be so good.
I didn't watch ECW at that time, but I knew and heard of that gimmick, and fantastic. AEW, you have to do something like that.
Yeah,
that would be amazing. And first of all, you already play to the fact that you play to the realism that the fan you don't make the viewer feel like they're dumb. The viewer knows what's going on, everything.
Yeah,
you play to that, so play to it all the way. That would be hilarious.
Yeah, because the viewers, the people who watch AEW, they're more of the hardcore, smart fans. Exactly. They understand the fourth wall breaks and stuff. Like, this is not going to make it seem like, oh, well, you do this, just make AEW look like the Bush leagues and stuff. No, Sasha puts the fact that, Mercedes puts the fact over that.
I can't wait to be Sasha Banks again.
Yeah, she puts over the fact that AEW will help raise my street cred and raise my profile.
Get her a bigger contract.
Like, I saw Cody do it, so I'm doing it too, and stuff like that. She could say, like, because let's be real, Cody went to AEW, came back to WWE, one of the hottest acts ever. And a lot of the times, these guys that are hot acts in AEW, if they come to WWE, people get excited because it's like, oh shit, we didn't expect these guys to come and stuff. So imagine Mercedes just saying, I denied WWE because I knew that my profile wouldn't be high enough if I went back. Sure, they would pay me, but I want to prove that I'm better than everyone. And Cody did it, so why can't I? And she just
listen. It'd be great with Mercedes, but honestly, you could take that and apply it to other people that probably need it even more. Honestly, if you wanted to, it's just such a fun gimmick that could, pay off to the smart crowd that you have watching. I even think somebody like in WWE, Drew McIntyre, can hint towards it because they'll never go all the way with Drew. They'll never go all the way. They don't acknowledge AEW. but he could hint to it.
Yeah.
In his storyline.
I think they should. I think what Triple H needs to do is like I saw it pitched a little bit that Drew's contract ends like around the time frame, and that when it ends, it actually ends at Clash of the Castle. He actually wins the championship, and he can make puns. He can be all like, this world title, they're gonna actually have a real world champion in that world of elite. Like just say something, these subtle jabs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like
he
when
does the kiss goodbye at the Clash of the Castle, like CM Punk did. I said this in a one of Steve's reviews, and he read my comments backward because he was so high he couldn't put it all together. So
he was vibing.
So basically, correct what Punk was supposed to do in 2011. Basically,
yes, but do it with a more patient Triple H as Booker instead of the less patient whoever the hell the devil. Who what Punk was gone for what? How many weeks? 2, 3, and he came right back.
And then basically have Drew McIntyre show up at all these
Impact Wrestling.
Yeah,
he's a former
Impact
World Champion.
They love Impact. Do the working relationship.
I'm pretty sure if WWE called to New Japan and said, "Hey, we know you're working with AEW on this. That's fine. Can we get Drew one match in New Japan Pro Wrestling?" New Japan's not going to say no. Oh, WWE World Champion wants to wrestle on our brand.
Who would it be?
You also forget New Japan's new VP is very good friends with the Good Brothers.
Yeah,
so it could happen.
Rocky Romero. Yeah, well, that's the thing. That like, oh, dude, like Romeo, who could it be?
Who would job to Drew?
Ishii.
I would put one of the
Naito.
I would put Shota.
Yeah, I was about to Shota Umino. I was going to say Shota would be a good one. Maybe if you want a more established name, like CPZ mentioned Ishii, he's kind of like a good. But Minoru Suzuki's another guy. Match. Yeah, but Minoru Suzuki's another guy that like even though Suzuki is kind of whatever at this point, some of the casuals kind of know who the hell he is when you mention Minoru Suzuki. Hell, maybe for shits and gigs, Dolph Ziggler. Hey, we know this guy, Nick Nemeth. Oh, that's Dolph Ziggler.
They're definitely gonna want to do that.
Let's be serious. No. We know who's stepping up to the challenge. Are you thinking the same thing I'm thinking, Steve? What were you gonna say?
Matt Riddle.
We know who's stepping up to that New Japan challenge.
We
Tanahashi, know. If you think it's Tanahashi.
President.
Of course.
The Presidente.
Oh, I can see that now. President Tanahashi. And I can see the commentaries.
Just real quick. I'm ready to
go. Dude, 100%. I can see it. Like Tanahashi has done so much in his legendary New Japan career, but could he add becoming a WWE World Heavyweight Champion to it?
At the Tokyo Dome.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
That would be a dome match. Oh. They'll make up a random
card. I think that's what they should do with Drew, to be honest. I think it's something that, Triple H, and I think that will help, I think it's just, especially if Triple H really wants to show I'm here to help everyone and stuff, have Drew go to ICW, do all these independents that Drew was known for when he was a free agent, just do that. And then have it when CM Punk wins the World Heavyweight title. Like I know, Romeo, you love your Puerto Rican champion Damian Priest. It's just
I don't expect it to last long.
Yeah, it's not his time yet to be a long reigning champion. It's good for him to become the world champion so he can taste it. It's good for him to get that main event reps. But have it when CM Punk wins the world heavyweight title, Drew McIntyre's just trolling him, saying, "Oh, you're not the real world champion. Who's that? What's with this participation trophy over this man's shoulder?" It's like, that'd be great. But I feel like Mercedes should do that Fed gimmick. I think the Fed gimmick, it's one of those where she's elevating AEW because, like, really, to be honest, she can literally say, "This is the platform that made Cody, and I want that same platform. I want it where I come back and I re-debut at WrestleMania 40." And she tells you what WrestleMania she's going to come back at. She literally will be like, "At WrestleMania 43, I am back to WWE, bigger and brighter than ever," and stuff like that. And her whole focus is just to raise her profile and stuff. Like, I think it would
be insane for that.
You think Tony would do it though? You think Tony would?
No, he won't do it, but it's something that he should consider doing, or at least at some point in her career, if you're not going to keep her, have it where she's the Fed head, and then someone gets the rub by beating her for it, and then you're like, oh yes, this person loves AEW.
Yeah, didn't Tony allow Jericho's group to call themselves sports entertainers and all this stuff?
Yeah, because that's the thing. You like it's like the main event Mafia. When the main event Mafia were a thing in TNA, and then their whole gimmick was like, oh, these guys are just indie bums. Without us, TNA sucks. And then they were just like pretty much like we know it because we made event at WCW WWE. What's a TNA without us? And that's why, because the boys in the back were disrespectful. And respect the Mafia. like that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it's okay, and then it makes your guys look good too because they're able to hang with guys that were at a big level and stuff. Like sometimes you just gotta admit it. But yeah, that see, booking Mercedes and Drew McIntyre was more interesting than this TBS title match, which by the way, the ratings went down as we were talking about it. It was sitting at a nice 6. It is now at a 4.71.
I don't, I'm not going to judge this match too harshly because it feels like it was more, just a squash to put Willow over, get her revenge. It was a TV match, honestly. On the pay-per-view.
This could have main evented a Collision, a Dynamite.
It had poor placement though for it to be match 3. Match 3 is notoriously should be one of the first big matches that you get on a pay-per-view.
Yeah, I could get on the placement of this. Yeah, this whole card. Like,
man, that match.
Talking about the first card.
Page. Honestly,
no. Steve just wants to play the clip.
I'm not. I'm just saying.
Oh God, Tony Storm's fine ass.
She did the music scrum right now.
You
ready to get fucked up or what? Huh?
I wish.
She just gave you another clip at the beginning of this too.
Oh man,
he said I'm in a fucking mood.
I bet Tony is
She's the vibe. She's a vibe herself.
To party with.
Right?
Bro, you didn't hear the stories about him partying with Joey Janela back in the early days of AEW?
No, I did not.
Sipping on White Claws and shit and just having the party keep going. And Janela's like, yeah, I gotta go, man. Yeah, bro. He's a vibe, bro. Tony's someone to party with. Him and Dixie would have thrown banger hotel parties back in the day.
Wait, I thought you were saying you and Tony Khan partying.
No, Dixie Carter.
Who cares? I want to see
Dixie
Steve
Carter.
and Tony Khan party together is what I want to see. I don't care about
man.
Dixie. You kidding me?
Oh,
Steve and Tony. Wait, the vibe with Tony Khan? You kidding me? Oh my god. Oh my god. Can you imagine? Oh my god. We got to make this happen one day.
Let's talk about a match that I guess, let's be honest here, actually impressed me.
What?
Yes. Actually impressed me. Ain't gonna lie to you. Roderick Strong versus Kyle O'Reilly, bro. At first, like in the beginning of the match, you see the empty seats.
Oh my god!
He's not lying. He's not lying.
You
do have to point that out. Let's be honest.
Yes.
You do have to point that out.
But this is, and again, it goes back to what you guys were saying, how certain matches should not have been placed at a certain point on the card, right? And also fact that I said is also, I wish there were some moments in between the matches. So it's not just match is over with, on to the next match, and then on to the next match, and on to the next match.
Yeah, that's the AEW style. It's just bang, 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 bang.
Like, come on, bro. I'm already here for like 8 hours. Like, what the fuck, bro?
But like Chase explained, with the timing that they have, the only really solution to that is to put less matches.
Yeah, they have to put less matches because
or to have a longer pre-show.
Before we talk about this match, let me read you the match times. First match, 21:55. 6-man tag match, 17 minutes and 46 seconds.
Oh.
The shortest match on the card, the House Rules match for the TBS title, 6 minutes. AEW International title match, 17 minutes and 18 seconds. The FTW title match was 16 minutes and 34 seconds. The AEW Women's World title match was 15 minutes and 8 seconds. The Ospreay and Danielson match was 32:40. The World Tag Team title was 21:34, and the main event was 17:59.
You got to shorten some of these matches.
Yeah,
you do.
Some of these matches that are 17 minutes don't need to be 17 minutes.
Like Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong. I said it. this match right here, if this was main eventing a Collision, main eventing a Dynamite, great job. But this being on the pay-per-view, I get you're trying to get everyone on the pay-per-view. Shout out to them getting their pay-per-view paycheck. I get you're trying to get the titles on the pay-per-view. That's fine. I get it. But at the same time, I miss when AEW used to use bigger matches or these matches that didn't feel like belonged on pay-per-view. They used them as a weekly selling point, a weekly show selling point. And I feel this match right here, Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong. I
strongly disagree with you, Chase.
What?
Because at least that's a title match. The 6-man tag, that's not even for a trios championship.
That was Collision.
Why is that 17 fucking
no,
minutes?
but no. What I'm saying is not every title match needs to be on every pay-per-view. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm fine with this because it's Roderick Strong's grand return. Kyle O'Reilly's grand return from coming back from that game. I know he's had matches before. I haven't seen any of them. To me, this was first match. This was the first match, Kyle. I don't watch Saturdays. I don't watch Fridays.
Hashtag AEW Collision. Saturday. Ain't nobody watching that. Come on.
My God, he baited you.
He set me up. Fucking played me like a fiddle.
Steve the Joel.
But no, I know it's only because of Adam Copeland. Why is that match on the pay-per-view and not the actual trios unification title match? There's only one reason. Adam Copeland. Sorry, too many minutes.
And that match didn't need to be 17 minutes either. But no, this match was fine. It's just if this is not something I'm paying my money for. Like I put my hard-earned money towards this pay-per-view. This is not a match that belongs on pay-per-view to me. It's more of those I swear, I want people with a straight face to tell me you will go back and rewatch this match more than once this year. Please tell me. If you tell me that you will literally go when you rewatch this pay-per-view Dynasty, you are sitting through this match again. Because I guarantee you, if there was watch time to catch how many minutes you rewatch certain matches on this card, this would be one of the lowest.
I'm disagreeing though because compare that to the match that I'm talking about
here. I tend to disagree, Chase.
Oh my God!
People will rewatch this show.
That's the worst robot impression ever, Steve. Actually, Tonebot changed his mind, Steve. Guys, if you guys do not know, we have a new robot. His name is Stud. So as you guys know, Tony Khan will no longer appear on the shows, but we do have a robot for Tony Khan. His name is Tonebot.
Is he here right now?
No. He's telling me that he'll come on to defend the Jericho and Hook match because he loved it.
Well, he'd be surprised because if he loved it,
well, then I am too.
Oh, you love that match, Steve?
Well.
Oh,
me and Chase strongly disagree.
Our old buddy's asking Will Ospreay a question now.
Oh, really?
He asked him about running from the grind.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Tony liked that. He was smiling on his face.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, I gotta rewind this. This sounded like a Mark question.
Give us the live commentary of his answer.
Hold up. Question. Can I replay it without having it show up on the screen? But just the audio?
You can. It's up to you.
Yeah, let's hear some live audio right now.
And tomorrow, your channel has been.
Oh, man. He said he said Triple H and Will Ospreay was like, oh.
Tony violated him.
Oh, Will Ospreay. Do not say Triple H. Will Ospreay.
The chat is all like trolling question. They did not like Caden asking that question.
I gotta see this. Yo. Tell me the timestamp on this.
It's right now.
It's right now.
A 24/7 where?
I'm sure it is. I gotta hear this shit. I gotta hear this.
I'll give credit to Caden. Great question. I loved it. I loved it. Good job, Caden.
Yeah.
Good job. Yeah, you got a reaction from Ospreay. Ospreay played to it. He's like, oh.
Caden Hawani.
How dare you say Triple H? Even Tony Khan put a little face on.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I said the guy's name and Siri picked it up.
Oh, what was Steve?
You can
was
show
showing-
that.
Yeah,
Fine.
you showing the press conference.
You could do that.
First of all, let me just say this: I commend him for asking that question.
There you go, Steve. Good job by Steve. Yeah.
I commend him.
Steve's about
But
to ruin
let's.
it.
But let's be
Oh,
honest
but
here.
oh, he said but. Oh my.
Do you really think Will Ospreay wanted to ask that? Like, really wanted to answer that question?
I mean, he
Like,
was.
That's
Steve,
fine. I don't give a
Steve.
shit if he wanted to or not. This is a press conference.
No, like-
no, Steve. I was literally listening to the press conference the whole time and stuff. He was like you, dead asleep, answering the questions, being like, "Oh yeah, Will Ospreay, Danielson is one of the greatest wrestlers and one of the best and stuff." The minute that question, it's like you when drama happens, woke the fuck up and started. So no, that question was good. I gave Kevin props on that one. I texted him.
Let me tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna unblock Cater.
Wow.
And I'm gonna DM him. Great question.
You know what?
You guys are gonna blow his head up. He's gonna.
I'm not done yet, Steve. And then I'm gonna block him again.
Oh man, Romeo in the mud.
In the mud, Romeo.
You can still see it even though you're blocked, right? Even though I sent it. I don't know how that works, but
No, if you reblock them, then they can't see the message.
Really?
Yeah. You gotta wait till he reads it. Then you
Are
can
you
block him.
kidding me? You guys sound like you speak from experience.
But
Yeah.
But Roddy did retain for those that cared. Roddy did.
He's
retain.
unblocked again. He's unblocked again.
Roddy did.
He's
retain.
unblocked
You
till
know
he
what?
sees it.
I'm gonna reply back. Like, he sent me a message a while ago. I'm like, all right, yeah, buddy.
Oh, Steve,
Oh,
you
You left him on scene, Steve.
You sounded like that dad that never took care of the child. The child went to the NBA, so you're like, yeah, son.
No,
Doing a great job.
Swerve has the Nike Pressure ones coming out. They look like they're. Tony Khan did not look like he was happy to get these shoes. He looked very upset.
What?
Yeah, they're the shoes that he was wearing. I don't think they're actually licensed Nike shoes. They look like custom SB Blazers.
Go if WCA rewatch the Christmas show.
Good.
No, he's asking what happened with WCA.
Oh.
Caden asked Will Ospreay about the grind and mentioned Triple H's name. It was a very good question that he asked.
And Ospreay got pissed.
Oh man, they didn't like that I asked that question. They're not gonna invite me again. Oh,
So apparently
thought-
the Bryan thing is real.
what happened?
Apparently the Bryan thing is real. Ospreay's retiring the Storm driver.
Oh shit!
Yes.
All right, that's terrible. But I hope Bryan is okay though, speed recovery wise.
And then I'm gonna read the good reporter Denise Salcedo said this. Will Ospreay says he's not going to talk about Triple H thing anymore. He was asked, said he felt like he lowered himself. He's over it and wants to focus on promoting AEW. He does not have regret what he said, but doesn't have to go down that road anymore because he's a great wrestler.
Wait, can you say that again? I'm sorry.
Yeah, so Will Ospreay says he's not going to talk about Triple H thing anymore. When he was asked, said he felt like he lowered himself. He's over it and wants to focus on promoting AEW. He does not have regret what he said, but doesn't have to go down that road anymore because he's a great wrestler.
3 years later.
Yeah, Triple H gonna say in an interview, I wasn't mad at him. I would have said the same thing. That's what Triple H says about everybody that talks trash about him.
You know what it honestly sounds like? That initial report that was like Will Ospreay didn't want to do that, and then it came out later. Oh, it was Will Ospreay's idea. It sounds like the initial report now.
Yes.
Honestly. Well, Will Ospreay will just start off his WWE career 0-3 at WrestleMania, and then he'll get going. That's all. Once he loses the first 3 WrestleMania matches, Then it begins.
The real story, buddy. The real story. Yeah, you gotta give your thoughts on the match already. But now let's talk about the. I mean, let's be honest. We did talk about.
No, yeah. No, I was just laughing.
Roddy
You just said
Kyle.
you were trying to remember where the fuck we were at.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't even think we finished talking about.
But yeah, now let's give our thoughts here on Chris Jericho versus Hook for the FTW Championship.
Wait.
Yes, the next match here. And so far, as we speak, if I do a quick little refresh here on the computer, ¿verdad? You will see that this match is still the least rated match on Cage Match with a 3.0.
Overreacting.
I mean, listen, a lot of you will hate on. Yeah, it was a lot of overreaction. I think just people just are gonna say, "Oh, this sucked because it was Chris Jericho." There were chants. We heard him right. Oh, please go home.
Please retire.
Please retire. Go home. And again, I said this. On the predictions. You know how bad Chris Jericho has to be, how down bad he has to be to be on TV still, that he's willing to work with Hook.
That statement was ridiculous, though, Steve.
It was. Now looking back, because again, I feel like Hook.
Man, they're crapping on this match in the chat. They ain't not rocking with that, bro.
And all of you are ridiculous. I'm sorry. Ridiculous. Watch this match. No, it's you guys
like
act
what
like
I said
it's
live.
Goldberg and Brock Lesnar. It's not.
Well, with the WrestleMania 20, yeah, that one. Oof. Gotta be specific. Here.
I think we have to remove the X-Pac Heat name away. It has to be retired now, and now it's Chris Jericho Heat.
No,
yeah, Lionheart Heat. There we go. Yeah, it's nice.
Lionheart Heat.
Lionheart Heat, not Jericho Heat. Jericho Heat sounds too good. Lionheart Heat, that sounds like I want to get rid of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I want to get rid of this guy. He should be gone here forever. Hook should have beaten Jericho's ass and celebrate with Taz.
You know what this is reminding me of?
Honestly, want Hook to go over.
Jay White MJF.
Was it
what do you mean by Jay White MJF? What do you mean by that?
People just hated that match just because it was more.
It's honestly reminding me of. Remember when it was the cool thing to boo Cody Rhodes?
Oh yeah. But this one's different, where it's like Cody. It was Cody's cool thing was like more of a character, and also Cody was wrestling. Cody was in bad shit. Like, bro, we were forced to watch Anthony Gogo and Cody Rhodes. Like, we cannot defend that. That was horrible. Like,
that was terrible.
Jericho is at least like doing like decent stuff. Like the Hook feud is whatever you want to think of it. The match itself, it's like, I mean, I think a lot of people just couldn't get into it. Like Big Mike even did not like it. He couldn't get into it when he was watching on. He wanted the match to end.
It was too long, for him.
Possible.
Which it was 17 minutes also?
Yeah, and it 16 minutes, and is as much time as your world championship match, which is really crazy.
Too many false finishes at the end. Too many.
Yeah, like for fucking Hook. Like who the fuck is Hook? Like I'm sorry. That's the only thing. Like I think the match is whatever. Like it's like one of those things. I won't go back and ever watch this match. Like that's for sure. But I don't think it's horrible. Like I've seen worse and stuff.
I enjoyed it.
I've seen worse.
I thought it was fun.
I just hated the hokey callbacks to old matches. It like the feud was not even that intense to where we need to get to the "I'm sorry, I love you." Like, what are we doing?
You're right about that. The feud is not that intense. You're right about that.
Yeah.
So Sleeping Angels. The one thing is the reason why I'll defend Jericho winning here is that we had so Hook has been the undefeated young upstart. He had a shot against Samoa for the AEW Championship. He fell a little bit short. If he beats Jericho, my question to you is, what's next? Because he would have to go on and move on into a bigger feud, a bigger championship. and he's just not at that level of a Swerve. He's not on that level to face Roderick Strong, nor is he a compelling enough babyface that you would want to see him beat Roderick Strong right now. Adam Copeland, not on that level yet, and then he's not facing Kazuchika Okada anytime soon. So, to me,
please don't.
Hook has been very, very well and very, very strong. It becomes a problem that if he beats people easily all the time, he becomes the obstacle. So then he's not the baby face you love. Hook is being presented as a baby face, so you have to have Hook have some adversity. Jericho can be that first wall for him. That's the one thing.
Wall,
yeah,
nice.
yeah. Pretty good. But I feel like it's fine that Hook lost to Jericho here. I don't think it's that big of an issue. I get it. People don't like Jericho. Jericho's a piece of shit. Blah blah blah. A lot of wrestlers are a piece of shit. I hate to break it to you, but
so you think the reason people are tanking this match is mostly because Jericho won, not because of the actual match itself?
Yes.
Or is it a combination? Or is it?
It just affirms their personal feelings on Jericho.
I think people are tanking this match. So I'll say this: the ending was very much way too drawn out. I think the beginning portion of the match was fine. I felt that once they got through the table spot, where Hook did that table spot, that's when they should have figured out, okay, how do we get to this ending? Because then that's when it just took too long. After that table spot, it took too long.
Because it's such a great spot. Like,
yeah,
all right, now we're getting to the ending. Like, come on.
Yeah, now let's wrap it up. Let's get to the ending. And you made like Hook was kicking out of like Judas effect after Judas effect. He survived the walls of Jericho, and then all that other stuff. Like, I think it's just like people were mad that Jericho won, but then also too that the match took up so much time, and people were like, we don't want to see this for so much time, and so they went from like maybe kind of enjoying the match to like, oh, I hate this match. Oh, it's so bad and stuff like that. That's my take and stuff. I just think that's what it is. Because I think if Hook wins, people will be like, solid match. This was all right.
Yeah, I was saying that. I'm like, if Hook won, I doubt you would see that much outrage.
Absolutely. But I think, again, like overall, this match was okay for what it was. And likely, you know what? This is one of many matches they're going to have. I think people also got to get accustomed to that. Like, if you think this is done, it's over with, nah. They're going to continue the story.
You can't call yourself the learning tree and then lose. Like, you have to win to prove that there's something to learn from this guy.
And that's probably what we're going to see now. Hook being accepting, right, of the knowledge that Jericho is willing to give him now.
We'll see what direction they go in towards. Honestly, Shawn Michaels is the real learning tree. You got to get your ass to the performance center.
The bad spot.
Can you imagine the lessons that Jericho's giving him? And he's like, and instead of giving him lessons about learning, he's like, listen, just go to NXT. Shawn will teach you this.
Did you hear what Jericho said a few months ago?
No.
This was like last year. He said he thought every person in AEW needs to spend 3 months with Vince McMahon. He literally said that.
No.
Wait, when was this?
This is last year before Redacted. I'm sorry. Well, I said his name before Vince got canceled. He literally said that.
Well,
yeah.
Did Taz ever return after this?
No.
Commentary? Good. He shouldn't have. I thought the bad spot was good. Like, I thought it looked good.
Yeah.
And it should have been the finish. If he would have kicked out of that, we would have entered fucking nutcase territory.
Yeah. But yeah, Jericho is now the FTW champion. Again,
great visual. Great meme.
Great visual, great meme. But again, it goes back to what I'm saying. You know, Chris Jericho, this is what he's willing to do just to get TV time at this stage of the game. He's FTW champion.
It's fine by me. But Steve, do you have anything to say? I really want to hear from you. What do you have to say about Hook? Because you, on our preview, had a lot to say about this guy. Why doesn't he go to the Indies? Try to get better. What do you have to say after tonight about Hook?
He impressed me. He impressed me here.
That's a weird way to apologize, but okay.
Well, you know,
It's getting that on the job training. That's what Hook's getting.
Sorry, I was wrong.
well. Again, it goes back to what Chase said earlier. Am I gonna go back and watch this match again and again?
Oh,
Absolutely
my
not.
Guys using my logic. What the fuck is this?
He's sorry, he loves you.
Yeah. That just killed the match for me. Like I was like,
I laughed.
So bad. I just saw that. I'm like, the hell?
Oh, I laughed so much. Oh my god, that was great. What was the point of that?
So dumb.
It's so funny though. It's so bad that it's funny.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I love you. And then he also did the Triple H, like, what was it, the Hell in a Cell? When like Undertaker was telling Triple H stay down or something. He did that too. Like, this guy was paying homage to all the classics.
Yeah.
Steve, continue your thoughts on Hook, Steve, the vibe.
When is his deal up, huh? When is Jericho's deal?
I'll
tell you what,
buddy. He's a VP.
I'll tell you what. Whenever it is, you guys keep chanting that shit, you're gonna call Triple H a lot sooner than later. You keep chanting, please retire, and all that shit. He's like, you can't wait to hear his old theme song again. Break the walls down. You kidding me? We'll go running back. I think we'll go running back.
While not watching his return, he's gonna do vignettes, the Millennium Clock, the return of the countdown and shit.
Oh goodness!
And then he who does he attack? In backstage, it's like
Dominic. Chris Jericho and Dominic. That's his first feud.
Okay,
Chris Jericho's coming like a baby face, not a heel.
Okay.
It's Jericho Dominic.
Okay. Who is still employed here? Lucky Von Wagner. He's free agent, right? That didn't get let go.
What are we doing, Steve? Von Wagner. What are we doing?
Okay.
Putting Chris Jericho in NXT, really?
He's a free agent, right? He could be on either show.
We're about to have a new draft, Steve.
Oh god.
Well, Steve, continue your thoughts on Hook. Anything else you want to say about Hook?
I thought overall, listen, he had a very good showing here, good performance.
Romeo, this is the same shit he was saying about Dom Mysterio too. He was saying that you need to be on the Indies, you need to be on.
That's right. He did say
the same shit.
Right.
Bro.
He wanted him at NXT
to be part of Legado de Fantasma.
Bro, Steve, it turned out he didn't need NXT. Isn't that crazy? He didn't need it.
I know.
It's Mysterio. It's in his blood.
Yeah, come on, Steve.
Just you know what? It's in Hook's blood too. He's a Taz. He's Riz.
He's a Taz.
Riz.
I could have called him Mysterio, whatever Taz's last name is. He only has one name. He's a Taz.
I don't even know Taz's last name, and I want to keep it that way.
I just told you.
Nope, I did not hear you. I heard Sriracha. I like Sriracha too, Romeo. It's really good on everything.
I can't get over Steve saying that he wants Chipotle on the day of Trouble Mania.
No, that was very.
That's just
very cringe.
In a rematch, Jericho versus Hook. Will Taz be in Hook's corner?
Taz got we got to get a Taz mission.
Nah, we can.
Here's the Red Rum.
Red Rum. Yeah, I don't think you can call it Taz mission, right? You can't call it Taz mission.
Yeah, you can. His name's Taz.
No, but still,
yeah, he clearly has a copyright to that.
Yeah, but not
you
Taz
just spell it with one Z.
Well, okay. Loophole.
What is the next big Dynamite? Is there a big Dynamite coming up?
That's Wednesday.
No, a big one, like a special.
Oh, I think those are pretty much done. Yeah, really? Maybe. Well, because he has monthly pay-per-views now. Why does he need a big does he do anything for Memorial Day? He don't call it Memorial Day Bash, right?
Oh yeah. That's true.
Wait, Fight for the Fallen.
You know what's crazy?
Oh yeah, that's like June, right? Fight for the Fallen.
So St. Patrick's Day this past couple weeks ago, he didn't do a St. Patrick's Day Dynamite.
Doesn't he do some Mexican shit? For the May?
Cinco de Mayo?
No, but Dana White would though.
I mean, he probably will, since he's going against Canelo. Usually, when there's big events on the day of Collision, he tries to load it up with something.
What is the thing they do? They do Fight for the Fallen and then something else, like back-to-back weeks.
Fighter Fest or
Yeah,
Fighter Fest. Yeah, Fighter Fest.
Yeah, 2 weeks of Fighter Fest.
Isn't that in like May?
No, Fighter Fest is normally June.
Yeah, it's like June.
So I remember Kenny Omega was very upset in June about that Evolve show going against Spider Fest. He was pissed. And I was like, damn, bro, ain't that serious. I feel like it was the end of the world.
Omega's been on one. Did you hear Omega lately on what's his name? What's his name? Agawa? What's the name?
Yeah, you call him an Edro. No, he wasn't reading the question. He didn't call him Edro. Yeah.
He's like, I'm just reading the question and I'm answering it.
All I'm gonna say, like, dude, Omega's like Steve. He was like done doing the drama, but then all of a sudden he just randomly brings up. He goes, you know what? I'm just gonna say it. I'm not gonna allude to anything else. But I'm with Asuka. Always have been. Always will. It's like, why are you saying everything all ambiguous like that, bro? Like, come on, bro, spill the details. Like, why all of a sudden, like, he was done talking about Rossi, and then he just randomly just goes, he's just got that Steve look in his eye, and he just looked in the camera, and he was like, I'm gonna say it, and he goes like, Asuka. So shout out Badass. Evolve is unfortunately one of those companies that went under because of WWE's partnership with them. Pretty much, Gabe, former Ring of Honor legend, Gabe Skopolsky, but all the talent went to WWE, and WWE had the promising being like, oh yeah, we'll build up Evolve, and Evolve will kind of be like a theme for independent wrestlers and stuff. They're like, not screw that, you're dead. So WWE pretty much killed it.
I got a reply.
They took Austin Theory and left.
Dude, damn, Kate didn't even respond to my text. I guess I'm not cool enough, man.
I got a reply.
What do you reply back to?
Thank you.
Like basic.
I appreciate it.
Damn.
I'm about to text him right now. Good question.
I texted him. He didn't say shit.
About to message him right now.
Damn.
Let me go
back to block now.
Yeah, back to. You're so mean, bro.
How am I mean? I complimented him.
Yeah. Then you block him too.
You know what's crazy? I still don't follow him.
I think isn't Progress? Yeah, Progress is still around, right? Progress Pro Wrestling.
Yeah. Just most of these indie scenes don't have buzz like they once did.
Yeah, even GCW kind of quiet down a little bit.
Yeah.
Let me read some of these comments in the scrum. Yes. I didn't pay to watch this boring trash content. Where is Drunk Moxley? Wow. Jesus.
Wow. Jesus. Was this the same comment that this same scrum that said Denise Salcedo's on the roids?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was ridiculous. Denise Salcedo's not on the roids. Oh, he must have heard me because he just texted back.
Oh no.
Someone said cancel Rampage.
Oh no. Why would he do that for?
All right, Steve's back. We get back to the review.
Why would you do that though?
Did he roast Steve?
No, I'll send it.
JD from New York is biased.
Why?
I'm just reading comments from the chat. Get ready, Steve, to get back to the review.
Okay, well, we do have Tony Storm versus Thunder Rosa.
Oh yeah.
For the women's shit.
Stop any less interested, Steve. Jesus. My God.
What do you mean?
What? You just started laughing as soon as you said the match.
Except I said something. I started laughing.
I was looking at the group chat. That was hilarious.
We had Tony Storm versus Thunder Rosa for the AEW Women's World Championship, world title. I love their back.
I'm sorry. I just saw that.
What happened?
I just saw that too.
That was
CPZ was referencing. I'm sorry.
Easy, what was it?
Look in the group chat.
Oh, here we go.
It's true savage.
Good.
Oh man.
Oh man, that made me cry.
Oh man, in the mud. But
Oh, Jesus, I'm sorry. I love you.
it's okay. It's okay.
Right before the block.
You put your thoughts, though, fellas, on the Tony Storm versus Thunder Rosa.
Fantastic, wonderful,
Yes.
technical match that was much needed as far as the
Mhm.
pacing of the show goes. Thunder Rosa brought it. She's
Oh, she
still
was
so
great.
amazing. Tony
Yeah.
Storm was awesome. The only nitpick you could possibly say is the finish. You know, a cunt punt, as someone eloquently put it in the comments to our watch along. A little weird behind the ref's back, but I understand it's the heel. It's Tony Storm. It's much better than that finish with the remember when she did the plate up her ass and like
Yeah.
did it right in front of the referee's face.
And the plate wasn't even set up correctly, and then she couldn't even hide it. Yeah, that was bad.
I'll take this over that in a heartbeat. But you know what? This just maybe they run it back, and I'd love to see a second match with these two. These two have amazing chemistry, fantastic chemistry. I'd love
Of course
to see
they
a
do.
rematch.
They do. And again, you already knew like when this match was announced, like they're gonna kill it, and they did.
And we also had the little interference with Mariah, Deanna. I'm sure that's setting up a tag match at least. We'll get that. So all good stuff.
And also factor in to the eventual, because you know it's going to be happening soon. The moment where Mariah splits from Tony Storm.
I think that's if you're smart,
Wembley.
probably the all-in match.
But what about Jamie?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, true. We don't know what Jamie stands like when she's coming back, but
But I feel like she's been out for like 2 years.
right? And you have like two separate women's divisions here. Like it's like you don't know which is going.
Yeah.
Because I would have sworn Mercedes was gonna mess with Tony Storm, but
Yeah.
that's not the case.
Ronan goes right here. Tony's character has been superb. She's really committed and has become a master of her craft, and it translated in the ring tonight. So in so many ways.
Yeah, no, she did. I think just her and Thunder Rosa just have this good natural chemistry. They had that good match at Forbidden Door, like what, a year or two ago? I can't remember what year it happened. I know it was really good. I remember that match too. Tony Khan in the press conference afterwards, she was like saying how much he loves Tony Storm. He fell in love with Tony Storm after that match, and it was great. But yeah, it was not. This was a nice Thunder Rosa to remind people, y'all must have forgot how good I am. You know, y'all. Like, I can still go in the ring, and she is in incredible shape too. Like, looks really fantastic. I complimented her arms on the stream, and yeah, she looked buff, bro. She definitely put in the work, and she was definitely the aggressor in this match. And Rick Romeo said during the watch along, he was up too much offense, she's going to lose, which is sad that was the case. But if there was any person that was believable to win, I thought it could have been Thunder Rosa, because Tony Khan, I should say, when it comes to the AEW Women's Championship, he likes swerving people with it. He'll just have the person lose the belt for no reason, or for a hometown pop, or whatever. So,
oh yeah, absolutely. Let's see here. Let me see. Steve better watch out for Tony's shoe. Is all I know. Thunder Rosa is a seasoned vet with such a sharp precision and elegance. It's mind-boggling.
And I also wanted to add on to that. And I feel like Thunder Rosa, I think she's turning over that new leaf that she proposed when she returned. Because if she wasn't going over in this match, oh man, she would have not have been doing all the work she did in this match. She did a lot in this match to make Tony Storm look really good, and herself, of course. And I think that's what the match really benefited from, because Toni Storm sometimes has to rely on character work because she would have maybe I won't say a lesser talent, but not somebody on the same level with her. I think that's why this match really was very strong tonight because Thunder Rosa brought it. So it was good.
She did. Anything else you guys want to say about this match?
No, it was a great. It delivered.
Yes, it did.
What's next for Toni Storm, Steve?
For Toni Storm, well, like I said, I think the goal eventually is by the time we get to Wembley, it's her, Mariah, or if not, Toni Storm versus Jamie Hayter. You do have a pay-per-view in a couple of weeks.
I think it's a rematch, and I think it's also a tag match in between.
Probably so. You could do.
I mean, because Vegas makes sense. A lot of Hispanics down there.
Or if not, you want to do the whole double or nothing, make it a 4-way.
Yeah, because Deonna Purrazzo got involved in this.
Mariah May, yeah.
And you can make it a 4-way with the idea that Mariah is gonna help Toni, and she's not in it to win it.
Yeah,
start building up the slow turn because Mariah May. People are saying Wembley for her. That would be when she could possibly win it.
Yeah,
unless Jamie Hayter magically gets a sensu bean and she's ready to fucking go.
Whoa! You guys are forgetting about the return.
Oh,
Rhea to win it again at Wembley 2 years in a row.
Well, because I think Britt Baker. I think she's not going to be. She's looking at the Monet match with Mercedes Monet. I think the DMD was like that AEW championship. See, and Britt Baker would be perfect if Mercedes is doing the Fed gimmick. Can you imagine Britt Baker coming out?
Oh yeah,
coming out.
Those promos would be crazy.
I stayed here. They offered me a contract when my boyfriend was in their developmental. I was the one who stayed. I'm the one who was grinding. You want to talk about being afraid of the grind? They're just going crazy. The fans will be all like, DMD, DMD, DMD. Like, oh, man, oh. Washington, if you're watching.
For real, yo. If he's watching, seriously.
No, I'll just say pitch it. Just pitch it. Just pitch it. You can pitch it. What?
Also, I want to add, if you're watching, there's a show happening at Prudential in November. Yeah, hook me up. Thank you.
Steve, the tickets are not that expensive. Come on, bro.
I know, I'm joking. I know. I saw tickets.
I'm still debating if I want to go to double or nothing. I might just go. I just might make the day of it. Go fly out and then fly back.
Yeah,
not bad. Or I might go to the. I might go to the Dynamite in Bakersfield.
Bakersfield, the same building for NXT, the same building, or
yeah, same. That's the only arena they have.
Okay, that's what's up. I can see happening. Yeah. Do you guys think this show will help AEW in the right direction? But Weston, I would hope so. It's a matter of time. We'll just tell, right?
I think the thing is the people who really love this show are already the people who watch week to week. It's just more, did you get people are you getting people that tuned out? Did Swerve becoming world champion all of a sudden make certain people or certain demographics say, hey, I got to turn back into AEW? That's the one thing that you're hoping for. Maybe because Samoa Joe just wasn't a champion for them. Maybe Swerve breeds something a little bit different. Do the Young Bucks winning the championship do anything for you? There's certain themes that I feel this show was more of hey, it was a really good pay-per-view. They have a new champion, but I don't think it's a game-changing show.
They always have
go
a
ahead. Yeah. I don't think it's a game-changing show. I don't think this is going to make a lot of new viewers. I literally had someone in a group chat that I'm in literally said, oh, happy Swerve won, but this ain't going to make me watch.
Yeah.
That's just how it is sometimes. Shout out to Freeze. I just want to give him a shout out.
And also, how many times has a show AEW had, and it's been freaking amazing, and we ask the same question every time, and nothing changes.
You need compelling week-to-week stories that people want to follow.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, people are just going to be like, well, I know AEW puts on great matches. I'll tune in for the pay-per-view for the best matches.
Exactly.
course.
You know who else with the great stories? I know a guy, MJF.
Oh yeah, of course. When he comes
They hate MJF. He's too fed like for these fans.
You're too much like a fat.
Yeah, but that's why Sasha should lean into the gimmick.
Shout out right here. Baker versus Mercedes feud would be good, just based on the promos alone. Britt becoming the first woman to have hold both women's title would be something.
Yeah.
Romeo just described how I watch AEW.
I mean, that's all. I mean, let's be honest. That's a lot of people.
Yeah. I mean, you could have not watched any Dynamite or a very few Dynamites leading up to this show, and you could just watch it regularly, and it would have been just as the same as if you.
Everyone here can defend me on this. I only watch Dynamite. I don't watch Rampage Collision. I didn't even watch the Dynamite that was supposed to be the game-changing one. I refused. I said, no, they're showing the stupid footage. I'm not going to. What did I watch? I watched Arrow. I showed the video of me watching Arrow, watching I had the Trio Heat watch along in the background. I was watching Arrow. I was like, I'm not going to give these bums my money. Like, I don't want to show support to something that does not provide entertainment value to me and stuff with the CM Punk footage. I didn't I knew I was going to see it on Twitter eventually. That's what and I saw it on Twitter and I was laughing. But the thing is, I only watch Dynamite. I don't watch Rampage. I don't watch Collision. If I
that's a lot of people. Look at the ratings. That's a lot of people.
Yeah, and look, I'll be honest. If I see Romeo's colleague SP3, our good friend, if I see him tweet something, this match is a can't miss on Collision. Guess what? I'll load up the Watch TNT app and I'll go watch the can't miss match. Because that to me, I don't find Collision to bring any different value. Because it just feels like Dynamite, except sometimes certain wrestlers on certain shows. I just watch Dynamite every week. That's it. Like, that's the show that I tend to watch week in, week out. That's a show I enjoy. And then, Collision and Rampage doesn't really have any major plot points. Like, the most major plot point that they had was that Ruby Soho and Angela Parker are pregnant. And that was like the major plot point that they were building with their whole relationship. Other than that, I can't name you anything else. Well, Action Not Ready wrestles there every once in a while. Dante Martin flips around sometimes on there. Sometimes Pentagon is wrestling on there. Maybe that's the only time like the Kingo gets shown on AEW is when you're on Rampage. So,
what's funny is that, like, to me and probably to a lot of other people, WWE used to be this exact way I'm describing too before the whole Bloodline storyline ever started.
Mm-hmm.
Who cared about the weekly TV? This shit was trash.
Oh,
like you just tune into the pay-per-views.
And even then, too, back before they start to try to do the brand split, it was like you just watch Raw because SmackDown it was taped. You knew the results on Tuesday, and then you looked and it was like the same matches you saw on Raw, and then you said, screw it, I ain't gonna watch it. Like the Randy Orton, it's like the fuck, Dolph Ziggler and Kofi Kingston again. I ain't watching this shit. And stuff, and then you got to the freaking pay-per-views, and yeah, before the pandemic, Bloodline stuff, it was really just just get to the pay-per-views. WWE's video package team is like one of the goated things. You literally don't have to watch the product, and their video package and their propaganda can tell you, oh, this is how the storyline went. This is how it went, and you're like, oh, this is epic and awesome. Like I remember my brother who doesn't watch wrestling often. He was so hyped to watch the Bray Wyatt and LA Knight match. He was like, oh, this is going to be fucking sick. The Mountain Dew bit. Chase, you see, I'm like, Reese, I'm telling you right now, the storyline was not that good. It was actually fucking horrible. People were saying it's the worst thing ever. He's like, I don't know, man. This video package sold me. I'm hooked. He was hooked, line and sinker because of that stupid video package.
That's weird.
That's crazy.
Steve, you good, bro?
I'm good, bro.
No, Steve is lucky that Elpa's coming back. I feel like a perfect story that in the AEW what the hell, Steve? I was reading the comment and you removed it.
You removed it. No, hold on. Do that song again. Do that music again. The music.
What is he doing for song the matches of the year?
I know, but it just,
Oh my goodness, dude. Oh, this guy is toast. Put some butter on this man. He is toast.
French toast, but
you're Devin Haney right now, bro. Barely a white.
come on now.
Oh no, WCA. Steve is on that thing called the bowl.
That melatonin.
Melatonin on that melatonin.
Hey, you know how they had that one song? Blame it on the juice, blame it on the crunk, blame it on the alcohol. For Steve, it's like blame it on the indica, blame it on sativa, blame it on the edible. That's Steve.
Or the hybrid.
Hybrid.
I hope everyone had a wonderful 420. Those who celebrated.
Yeah, Steve's celebrating 2 days after. Crazy.
In the chat, if you want as well, tell us your memorable if you have a 420 story.
Yeah, let's incriminate. let's incriminate the chat.
That's not incriminating. Come on, it's
Steve's
2024.
Steve's a fan.
You know what? We'll say that for kitchen.
Steve's the op, bro. You know what? Actually, Steve, my memorable 420 story. It was my first 420. It was in high school, my sophomore year. No, it was my sophomore year. I smoked a shit ton of weed. I never smoked it before like that. I was high out of my balls, and I had to do a theater class. And I had to do it was crazy.
That sounds like a good time.
Oh,
and you know what the worst part was? So I thought that normally the theater class we just kind of watch the actual theater kids like act, and then we take notes, and then we give it to the teacher what we thought how the play went. But this one was crazy. They like all of a sudden we were getting paired up, and I was like, paired up? What do you mean? So we had to pair up with another classmate, and I got paired up with this hot chick, and I was so fucking nervous because I'm a little sophomore. I don't have any experience. I don't have any reps. I don't have to talk to women. And I'm like, oh my god! And this girl was a senior. She was just taking the class. Steve, I was in the mud, and we had to choose our script, and she chose a script. And I swear, bro, this script was so weird. And I was trying to read. It was a love script too. And it was a weird one too. Like it was, I'll say that, and I'm not making this up, man. It was like some incest shit, bro. It was like a sister loving her brother. It was weird.
I'm not feeling it.
No, but you know what the worst part was? I was so high. I was reading the lines for the sister, and so then I was all like, and she was. So then afterwards, I'm reading the lines, and one of the lines is like, "Baby brother, you look so great today, brother. You don't look ugly. You look very handsome," and stuff like that. And she goes, "Why are you reading my lines?" And I was like,
that was perfect, Steve.
Yeah, I was all confused. I was all confused reading these lines of like, and I was like, "Wait, what do you mean? Like, what? Wait, I thought it was two. The script was about two guys. No, it's a girl. It's a sister and a brother." I was like, "Oh yeah."
Oh, man.
And you know what the worst part was? We had to memorize these lines and react. It was such an awkward. I mean, she was hot, so it was cool for me. You know, I get to talk to her and stuff like that. But it was awkward because there was like weird scene. Even like my friend who was in the class, like, Chase, that was the weirdest scene. I'm like, who chose it? I'm like, she did. I was high. I didn't know what she was choosing. No, because there was like because we had to do like so if the scene so the thing was about the theater class because like if you wanted a good grade, you had to actually act. So if the scene says you have to hug or do something like that, you have to do it. So a lot of times you have to be smart with what script you're choosing. You can't just freaking like choose a script. Like look, if you chose a script saying you have to kiss, the theater teacher was expecting you to kiss. Otherwise, you would get it marked down pretty big. Yeah. So many guys chose theater just for that reason alone. Hopefully, to kiss a hot chick. It was so stupid. But think about it. But no, it's like it was so awkward because like straight up, dude, the whole script is like, you know, like I'm the brother and I'm like I have self-confidence issues, and she's like giving me she's giving me a massage. She's like caressing me. It literally ends with her like saying that she wishes she could just love me forever as she kisses my forehead and then walks away. And stuff. I remember this shit because like, man, she kissed my forehead good, bro. I was like, damn. I thought there was something there too.
Damn.
I struck. By the way, guys, here's the thing, man. I struck out with her. You know, she said it would be too weird dating a sophomore. So, could have. Yeah, she was a senior. She was graduating. Romeo.
Oh, come on.
People
Now, why
cared about that in your high school?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Cali.
Not in my high school.
Yeah, Cali.
Oh,
Cali was a big deal.
High school.
Yo, Steve, highlight that comment right
Which
there.
one?
That WCA put.
Chase was the girl stuck in the desk by a kid. Oh man. Killer Demons right here. What's going on, Peter? Hey guys, great pay-per-view. Danielson versus Ospreay. Danielson and Ospreay is clear match of the year.
No, it is not.
Right now. Do you guys think
no?
People are gonna hate you, Romeo.
Injured, or is it a work?
We're not 100% sure because Ospreay said he's retiring the move, but we don't know if it's like 100%. So
yeah, we don't know.
It's a work.
I mean,
this only works if Ospreay is turning heel, which would be retarded. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh wow.
I'm sorry.
No, this is great. This works in storyline.
The group chat.
This works in storyline. You have Ospreay retire the move.
Yeah.
And then when he turns heel, he brings that shit back like
it's like Billy Kidman when he had the shooting star press and it was killing people.
Oh yeah, Child Girl.
I still need to know how that feud ended. I gotta watch a video on that.
And Killer Demons, it is fantastic match, 5 stars, not match of the year. Roman Cody is the match of the year, and nothing is topping that.
This was my favorite in-ring match this year. You know, I even said it too. I still don't know if this surpassed Danielson and Sabre Jr. for me. I think Danielson and Sabre. Yeah, you know, Danielson and Sabre Jr. I thought was fucking phenomenal. Like I was like, wow, that. And I'm not the biggest in Sabre Jr. like that. Like this Ospreay match was
the
really
first one
great.
or the second one.
The one they had in Japan. Then Japan, the one where Sabre Jr. won. Yeah, the second one.
Oh, that's the second.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, not the one they had at Wrestle. Wrestle Dream was fine. It was good. But the second one blew me away. The second one blew me away.
I still haven't seen the second one. It's on my watch list.
Yeah, I think the second one's probably better than I could safely say it's probably comparable or up there in my personal opinion. But both matches are fantastic, especially because you know people have Ospreay as the best in the world currently. They have Danielson as one of the best of all time. He was at one point the best in the world, and these two just went out there and they did their thing. And you can't. I think it's a great fucking match, and it delivered on what you, especially for Will Ospreay, you want to show like how, because maybe some people in AEW, I feel like they have seen him in New Japan, but maybe some people in AEW haven't seen him against like some of the top, maybe the South people a little bit, you know. But I still think Ospreay, you know, he's great. You know, everyone knows that he's a great wrestler. He's not my cup of tea, but I can admit when someone's not my cup of tea and is a great wrestler. Same with Kenny Omega. I'm not the biggest Omega guy, but I'll admit that, you know, there's times when Kenny Omega could turn it on. He can turn it the fuck on, and stuff. So for me, I still think the match is really great. But you know, like Romeo said, match of the year, I do like Cody versus Roman a bit more because that's an overall from a spectrum standpoint. That's like to me, like how can you beat that? That's like peak wrestling to me. Like that's like why you watch this shit. You're showing that match to your kids. Like you're showing that match to your kids of saying you won't understand this, but this is how you know you feel. Like you're seeing people who don't watch wrestling for years react to this match. Like you're seeing people coming out of the woodwork, and you know there's not going to be people coming out of the woodwork because Will Ospreay and Bryan Danielson had another fantastic match. Yes, us hardcore fans, we're going to love and appreciate what they did in the ring, the athleticism, every spot they did, the Busaiku knee in fucking midair, fucking amazing. Bryan Danielson doing the La Mystica to the LaBelle lock, phenomenal. Ospreay recreating the Kota Ibushi spot. They got Hurricanrana, stood still, freaking sick. Like I love that shit. That shit was awesome. You know, like it was great. But But it's one of those matches where for us it's great, but to me, if something's match of the year, I also got to hear other people, outside world and saying like,
Yep.
"Well, you hear about that?" Like when I know other people outside are hearing about it, it's one of those special matches. That's to me. But for us as wrestling fans, and I'm pretty sure for most people, this is their match of the year. For me, like I said, I still think probably maybe I'll have to go back and watch both. But for me, I have the not Ospreay. I keep saying Ospreay. I have Sabre Jr. versus Danielson 2 in Japan as my current match of the year, in ring wise. Still,
It's just some people, when you say match of the year, they only take it as in ring. What you saw, technically.
I got so much hate for saying Bad Bunny and Damian Priest was match of the year in the summer at that time. People hated me for that. I was like,
but you're kind of justified. No, you're kind of justified because really at that time, match of the year candidates were Ospreay versus Omega at Wrestle Kingdom, Danielson versus MJF at Revolution. Then you also had a couple indie matches that I can't remember off the top of my head. I know I want to say Ospreay and Shingo had a match at that time that people were talking about. Can't remember too vividly. And then WWE WrestleMania weekend, you had obviously the triple threat for the IC title.
Oh yeah.
You had the women's championship match between Rhea and Charlotte.
Oh yeah.
You had Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus the Usos. Hell, I tell people my personal favorite match at 39, especially being live in the crowd, was Ray versus Dom, because the crowd literally was all in unison of saying, "Fuck this kid. We don't want him to win. We want Ray to win." And I literally went to a fan next to me. We were hugging and crying when Rey Mysterio won. We were literally like, it was the most joyous moment I had as a fan. It still lives in my head of how I felt during that match. So I tell people, it's like, when matches like that, like Bad Bunny and Damian Priest, when they happen and they deliver, it's great. And especially because, like you said, you could say it was one of the matches of the year for sure. Yeah. If that's maybe people outside were talking about that match. And I know people who were talking about that match saying, "Oh wow, Bad Bunny can wrestle." That's absolutely insane. So,
and I think that match is responsible for Damian Priest's push as a world champion.
Oh yeah.
That built the trust.
Yeah,
for sure. But yeah,
Triple H was like, "Hey, Benito, sorry, man, I wanted to be cool. Anyways, you're ready, man. Just wait, or you're ready." Go ahead, Robert. Sorry, I want to do that.
Nah, yeah, it was worth it. Danielson Ospreay, I guess we could just talk about it now. Steve's not here, but that match was absolutely effing incredible.
Yes.
It lived up to all expectations.
Oh, exceeded,
surpassed it. Yes,
great.
The finish when they're like they're going for their finishes at the same time. I saw someone, I don't know who it was. Someone compared it to Holloway Gaethje. I think it was Dirt Sheet Radio. Dirt Sheet Radio compared it to Holloway Gaethje. Is like, oh, Danielson saw this. I was like, oh, okay, we got to do this in wrestling.
Yeah. Well, Danielson's a huge MMA fan, man.
Yeah.
And it honestly felt like that. And they went at it. Ospreay won it. And I love the whole idea now listening to the media scrum that the Tiger Driver is this like forbidden move now. You cannot do this because this is very, very dangerous. That's going to make it epic whenever Ospreay pulls that shit back out again. And who knows who's that against? It could be at Wembley. It could be against freaking Omega. It could be against Danielson again if they ever run it back. Who knows? But whenever he does it again, it's gonna mean something because it's so forbidden now. Oh, because he forbid it himself. And Danielson sold the hell out of it. He has people thinking that's real. Like he's messed up for real. I don't buy it for 1 second, honestly. I just think Danielson's an amazing seller, one of the greatest of all time. But wow,
oh, dude, remember when he was doing the seizure?
Yes, Well, like how quickly we forget.
Yeah.
One of Danielson's favorite quotes is how fun it is to lie. And who taught him how to lie? What did he said? Somebody taught him how to lie.
Cody Rhodes said that Danielson taught him how to lie.
Of all people.
Yeah.
Don't forget, this guy loves to lie, loves to sell. Incredible match. This is one we're gonna watched back several times over.
Oh
I
yeah,
can't imagine how many stars Dave Meltzer is going to give this. My God.
6 stars. I think he gives a 6.
Oh, I think.
Yeah.
What's the highest he's ever given?
7?
This might
7?
he
I think
might
it's 7.
go into that range. I'm
No,
sorry.
I don't think so. Because like
I think he might.
because the 7-star matches that he let me check all the matches because
I think
I
there's
believe
2
it's
7s he gave.
Or a little
all
under between 6 and 7.
all of them had world title implications. That's why I feel like he will only go 6 for this one.
This is something else, though. What a match!
No, it's a great match, but I feel like because he adds in the fact that like yes, of course, but I'm talking about he
That's
adds
true.
in that they have title matches and stuff.
And I didn't say this. The crowd. Wow.
Yes.
We're electric.
It's like they were saving their chance for this. It's like, holy shit. They had some good ones.
Yes, they did.
Oh,
They were
let's see.
electric.
Oh, okay. He gave 6 stars to Naito and Ospreay in 2023. He gave 6 stars to Oku and Ospreay.
Oh, that's this. Yeah. If you haven't seen it, that's
that-
really effing good.
Yeah.
I've only seen the highlights. I've been trying to find the link to the actual match. I can't find it though.
Will Ospreay versus Omega, he gave 6.25.
There seems to be a common theme here.
Yeah, Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay. That's why I said 6. I don't think he's gonna give it a 7 because I'm trying to find
Between
these-
6 and 7 is what I mean.
Okay.
Dave is going to give Ospreay versus Bryan a 6.75. He'll knock it down a bit due to it not being in the Tokyo Dome.
What do you
Yeah.
think Dave's going to give it, Steve?
This match right here,
Oh, yeah.
Got it.
I think he's gonna break the Richter scale here.
You're going to give it. What do you mean by over 5 stars? What do you mean?
Definitely over 5.
I say 7. I say 7.
No, well, there's only one match that he's given a 7 to. Kazuchika Okada versus Kenny Omega.
Which one was that?
Which one?
The Dominion 6, Dominion June 9th one.
Is that
in
the
2018.
Iron Man? Oh, is that the draw?
The Iron Man. No time limit, 2 out of 3 balls.
Yeah.
Wow.
Those are
Yes,
pretty
sir.
good
Yes. We need
Steve, what you thought about that match? We just went ahead and reviewed that match. What did you think?
It was literally everything you can expect from both guys here, right? It's a story of what many people viewed Bryan many years ago as he was one of the best wrestlers on the planet. It can go, right? People were saying that a few years back, right? This is what the same thing what they're saying now about Ospreay. Oh, he's the best right now, which he is, right? And then the bell just rang, and it's like, yo, they just took you on this wrestling roller coaster. That again, like Chase said, the hardcore fan, we're gonna love this match. You know what I mean? But that's just what it is. And they fucking killed it. And honestly, I don't need to see a rematch.
Yeah, I was gonna say
good.
that.
I'm
Once
good.
in a lifetime.
This is a once in a lifetime moment. This was, just put it this way. What would happen if, let's say, if Erlang Holland, right, were to play
a soccer reference.
Yes, a soccer reference.
No one
Does
knows.
anybody in the chat even know who that is?
I might get it. Let's hear it.
No. Use a UFC or something. What the fuck? Use a soccer reference.
Okay, UFC, I got you.
Just say this is like a GSP pop Khabib.
No, wait,
what?
It's like if Anderson Silva fought Izzy.
I gotta see this.
They did fight.
No, but they did. But it's kind of the again. You get what I mean.
I want to know what the soccer analogy was.
Oh my god, no, Romeo, you're gonna
I know.
hear it.
I want to hear it. Holland and who?
It's like if Holland played with Zidane.
Okay.
You know,
I'm not familiar
or-
with Zidane, but a little bit. But
Okay.
I just wanted to hear it.
Prime Messi. Prime
Oh,
2006
this
Messi.
motherfucker.
Prime Messi and
He
Holland.
said, I don't even care who that is. I don't care.
2006 Messi. Yeah.
Holland can't even get me shots on target for my parlay.
Oh, Messi. God, bro.
I bet if I bet Prime Messi, I'd fucking win a bet.
That's why I tell people, bro, when you don't bet on Holland, bro, he does 2 hat tricks, 3 assists, 5 shots on target, bro. 4 out of those 5 hit the goalpost. But when you bet on him, nah, he tells everybody eat dick. I forgot to play soccer.
Steve, I'm pretty sure you didn't hear while you were away, but what do you think of the idea of Ospreay now banning this on his own accord, banning the Tiger Driver because he feels bad of what it did to Danielson in kayfabe? I'm 100% this is all kayfabe, folks. You guys are falling for this online. Go ahead, fall for it. That's great.
You want to know what I think? So we talked about earlier. This was during the Swerve and Joe match. You know, it's gonna be great, but just know that once you hit Wembley, it's gonna go to Ospreay. That belt's going with Ospreay at Wembley.
No, he's asking about the Tiger Driver. What are you talking? Where are you jumping to?
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Yeah, let him cook.
So somewhere in this match, right?
Let him cook.
So somewhere in this match, right?
Alex Pereira.
No. Well, somewhere in this match, he's getting near fall after near fall, right? And again, Romeo said, "Oh, Ospreay gonna retire this move, right?" So out of desperation, he uses the move, and he still doesn't win the fucking.
Oh, come on! What kind of booking is this?
Okay, yes. Okay.
He burned the kitchen. He get.
No. See, Romeo, Steve, Romeo, Steve is like a TNA booker, man. He doesn't like, you know. It was Monty Brown's time to win the world championship, but Jeff Jarrett said, "Nah, how about a guitar face to the head?" And then the next week, Monty Brown joins my faction.
Me and CPZ was like saying, "Let him cook," and then fucking Gordon Ramsay got to come in here and be like, "Get the fuck out the kitchen."
And then Romeo, this was me the whole time. All right, let him cook. You let Steve cook. Romeo, you let Steve cook. Steve. This is Steve cooking. You know, the dish looks good. You're like, "Oh, Steve, this looks good." Yeah. And then all of a sudden, he's grabbing salt and pepper. Hey, why are you grabbing salt and pepper? Just shaking in there. Gotta have some seasoning. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that makes sense. Salt and pepper. We have probably some good value to it. Then all of a sudden, you see Steve grab the paprika, the chili, the garlic. You're like, Steve, why are you grabbing all this? Trust me. And then the shit's boiling in the kitchen. And you're like, "Steve, why is it boiling? I don't know if this should boil like that." And then Steve grabs the lemon and he just dumps it all in there. He just dumps the lemon and then he grabs barbecue sauce and he puts it in there. And you're wondering, "Steve, what are you concocting?" Like, "Don't worry, be good. And then he grabs some beer and he just puts beer in there. And you're just like, "What the fuck is this?" And then he goes, "Here's my stew." And then an eyeball pops out. And then you're just like, "What the
Steve stew?"
And then you're afraid, and you grab this, and you grab a spoon, and you think, "Okay, maybe this tastes good." And then your spoon is melting, and you're like, "Why is my spoon melting?" And then you just realize Steve just threw a bunch of shit together. There's no plan. There's no direction. He just wanted to make a stew with all these ingredients because they look fancy.
Steve, the idea of Ospreay pulling out the move in Wembley in front of his home country because he's so desperate to win the title from Swerve, that is all great. You had it there. You had it in the palm of your hand, and like he could win it, and then like some of his countrymen will look at you like, "Oh, you went against your word," but other of his countrymen will be like, "Oh yeah, fuck it, you did it." But then you said he loses. What? Why would you add that? What the hell, Steve? He has to win.
I know. Yes.
Win.
Well. That's what I see happening here. Let me see if anyone else chimed in the chat. WCA, this is a normal stew. It's IC stew. Don't mind me. Okay, it's IC stew. Don't mind me. Okay. The kitchen has been barbecued before. Had been barbecued before. You even got it. Got to it now, Steve. Okay. Uh, Romeo will love this comment
Mm.
when he sees it.
No, speaking of hockey, let's go Rangers.
I don't know who it is, and I don't care. Let's get ready for the main event.
Yeah, the AEW World Championship.
Yeah, but well, before that, we gotta get to the ladder match, man.
Oh fuck!
I know.
Damn, we gotta talk about that.
I know, bro. What the fuck?
You know, the tag team title match. I'll say this: the beginning portions were rough, but once they started going through shit, that shit was fun. Once. I think the turning point was when was it Dax Harwood? Which Jackson was it? Matt Jackson. His whole ass went through.
Hit the table, yeah, Matt Jackson.
Yeah. Once his ass went through the table, and then we were getting all these stupid bumps. That's when the match really turned it up, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
man.
Shout out to Cash Wheeler. He was working his butt off in that match.
Oh, he was. Absolutely, he was.
Yeah, he did a tope suicida through a table.
Head freaking first, bro.
And also let's factor in, you know, the Young Bucks showed up in the Cybertruck as well. So you figure, fans, we don't like that you're doing that, boys.
That EVP money, bro.
Can I rant?
Also, one more thing before you do, Killer Demon said, "Let's go Rangers."
Oh, let's fucking go. Let's go. Love to hear it.
Let's go Wolves.
Can I rant?
Sure. Go ahead, Romeo.
Smash.
This is a big Tony Khan flaw here. I'm sorry. And I mean this with all respect. Like, come on, man. Like, there's a reason for the term buffer match. Like, come on, man. I have to rewatch this ladder match because I couldn't really pay attention to the beginning of this because I'm still buzzing and going crazy over what I saw before. And it's not fair to the Young Bucks and FTR. Just like it wasn't fair to the Young Bucks after that Texas Death Match with Swerve and Hangman. They had to follow that too. I know they're the EVPs. Maybe they're involved in this. Or like, we'll do it. We'll go after the greatest match of the card. We'll do it. We have honor. Like, maybe it's them. Maybe they need to be talked to. Like, stop it. No, you deserve better. You should treat yourself better.
Yeah,
you should go on in a much more prominent spot in the card where people could pay attention to you and be all about you. Because I tell you, nobody was paying attention to the beginning of this match except the people in the crowd there. Everybody on social media, everybody watching, they're all buzzing over what they just saw. They're on social. Steve was on his phone. They're all on Twitter going through. I want to see what other people thought about this amazing match between Ospreay and you need, if not a buffer match, if you don't want the town to suffer, do a segment, show some videos, advertisements, something. You have to pace your card much better than this. This is not a crazy concept. Like, it's okay. I know you have only a certain allotted amount of time. That's on you. You got to cut shit out then. Put it on the pre-show. Make the longer pre-show, whatever. You have to show some kind of respect to the talent and that the fact that, like, FTR and Young Bucks suffered because of that. It's not fair to them at all. Sorry.
Oh, they did. They did. They did.
No, I agree because it's like one of those things where it's like, you know, this is a tag team title match. FTR is one of your over acts. You know, a lot of people love FTR and stuff, and so it's like one of those things. You're really setting them up for failure by doing this because, you know, like why would you want it that these guys have to go follow the probably quite frankly one of the best wrestling matches you'll ever see? Like, you know, it's like one of those things that makes no sense. And then they're also trying to do the same exact thing that Ospreay and Danielson did. They're trying to be high impact, high octane. It's like, hey, when you ride a roller coaster at a theme park, you don't want to go on another roller coaster afterwards. You want to take a break and ride the teapots or ride the ride that where do something where it's like
that's my warm up ride before being part of the teacup.
Yeah, or you want to ride one of those rides where they spin you around for a little bit, a dark ride or something, or one of those shooting rides or something,
Isn't that ride? You're on a boat and it goes like this up in the air.
Steve,
that's rough.
Steve, what's your favorite ride, Steve?
Well, yeah. First off, pause.
What is your favorite ride, Steve? I want to see Steve in the teacups all of a sudden.
Yeah, I feel like that's a hilarious visual.
What is your favorite ride? I think Steve likes the haunted house. Haunted house ride?
Not really.
I hate roller coasters. I will ride.
You don't like a roller coaster?
Really?
I don't like roller coasters. They freak me out. Yeah, they freak me out.
I prefer water rides.
The only coaster I will ride is Space Mountain. I have no problem because it's tradition. You have to ride Space Mountain.
No, Diddy. No, Diddy.
I only know Space Mountain because of one guy.
Oldest ride, longest line. Actually, my favorite ride of all time is Rise of the Resistance, the new Star Wars ride. For being a new ride, it is fucking phenomenal. If you're a Star Wars fan, it's so fun. Like you're trying to run away from Kylo Ren. It has such a good drop too. It's like such a fun like little drop that they do.
Mines. I don't know if you guys ever heard of the Cyclone, Coney Island, Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah, we have the we have the Cyclone when it comes down. Oh, we're talking about those stupid little carnival rides that, like, you're afraid they're gonna break on you and stuff. Bumper cars are my favorite thing, bro. I love the bumper cars.
Love the bumper cars.
I will go after all the freaking losers and then just fucking bump them. And
I used to think those things were rigged.
They are.
They are? Oh, okay. But then that's good. Firm, I thought.
My favorite ride as a kid.
No, just now, Steve. What's your favorite right now?
What do you mean as a kid?
Now.
We're asking your favorite
Don't be
ride
ashamed,
now.
Steve. What are you ashamed
Steve,
for?
what's your favorite ride?
El Toro.
El Toro.
What?
It's the Six Flags ride.
Oh, that's New Jersey, right?
Yeah, Jersey. Yeah.
Oh, I've heard of it. That's a really long drop, right?
Yeah, and also Nitro.
Steve, you like roller
Monday
coasters?
Night? WCW?
No, Nitro the roller coaster.
Wait, Steve, you actually like roller coasters?
Not like I used to, but still,
it sounds like you're a pro.
Those were
you're taking
coaster head. There's a special name for them.
So I'll never forget this. So we ended up going on Nitro, meeting a couple of friends, and I guess behind us were like this. I guess a girl and her mom, right? She tricked her mom to get on the ride. So on Nitro, the first drop is high as shit, so you're going down. So it was going slowly up, and mind you, she's in the last row. She's praying, like, "Please, God, please stop this. I'll be a good mom," and this and whatnot. It was funny as shit, basically. But all the way up, yes, all the way up. WCA.
All the way up.
I went on this ride one time where it took you all the way and it dropped you down really fast. Got off and busted my ass on the concrete.
Oh, come on, WCA. What are we doing? What are we doing, WCA? I hope you were like 7.
Yeah.
But regarding this match, though, the ladder match, yes, all these spots happened, and of course, eventually, the scapegoat made his an appearance.
And a sting mask.
And a sting mask of all things.
It's very funny. Nice continuity right there with the Young Bucks storyline.
And that's how the Young Bucks managed to win and retrieve the titles.
And then Jack Perry's being taken away by security.
He throws up the Elite, and then one of the young bucks returns it back, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's how it was.
I think both of them did.
Both of them.
Yeah, because they
Yeah.
both were kind of doing the elite sign.
Big fan of your work. Remember, that's what they said.
Big fan of your work. And now, basically,
So we got a new member.
So it's basically the Young Bucks, Kazuchika Okada, and
Jack
Scapegoat
Perry.
Jack Perry.
What a mix.
What a mix.
Man, dude, they really replaced Heyman with the Heyman at home theme.
They are.
Yep.
What this is great team building. Are they under the salary cap, Chase? Is this reformation of the Elite?
Let me check the over the cap line real quick. Let me see.
Nice draft pick, Jack Perry. Very nice draft pick. He's got a lot of promise.
Yeah. You know, they shedded
Son of a
Heyman's-
legend.
They shedded Heyman's salary. You know, it's Heyman was making a little bit too much for the cap. You know, obviously Kenny making way too much, and Okada, his cap is pretty high. You know, but thankfully the dead cap for Heyman is not too bad for cutting him, and you were able to replace him with Jack Perry. So yeah, this is good for the cap space. Especially if they try to make a move for Drew McIntyre or Seth Rollins or Becky Lynch, or Finn Balor or Prince Devitt.
Yes.
Or Natalia.
That too. Or a gender.
Steve, I would love to know what the match rating is
for this match right here.
Yep.
Right now.
Let me refresh it, Romeo. I got it. That's 9.46 out of 10.
What? For this match?
Yeah, 9.46 and 62 votes.
Wait, so what's Ospreay Danielson?
Ospreay Danielson. Oh, well, I was reading that one. This match is 8.33.
I was like, what?
Yeah, no,
this one's that.
No, that's 8.33. It's 8.33 this match.
Right now, well, my end it's 8.36. So
okay, so just updated. Yeah, because there's only, let's see, I refreshed it. See, refresh because it should be 8.33 based on 17 votes. You gotta refresh, buddy.
Okay, now I see it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, Lucky the Elf needs to lead you to the little refresh button. Hey, Steve, the refresh button is a little circle with the arrow. You gotta click on it. Click on the arrow. Click on the arrow, and it'll make you it'll make you feel good. Trust me. It'll update the match rating.
Sure it will. Sure Tone Ball would love to see the match rating go up.
Come on.
Anyway.
Why are you making fun of our robot, Steve?
Hey, I like the robot. Why not?
That's your favorite gimmick. You get excited when Tonebot talks to the group chat.
It's hilarious, man. The shit he be saying, it's freaking hilarious. But with that now, I mean, where do we go from here? People were anticipating the Motor City Machine Guns, right? To
maybe on Dynamite.
They hear the music.
Yeah.
They were booked somewhere else tonight, so they were never coming.
Yeah.
You gotta finish their dates.
They gotta finish their dates before they make their way to the wherever it may be, the next Dynamite that they do appear in. Maybe
CPZ as a Motor City, as a TNA fan, how sad are you that Motor City is gone from TNA?
Oh man, Chase, I don't know if you've been watched I think this was like 2 weeks ago. That was the Impact review. I was the first one to call this happening before anybody even posted a thought that they could be leaving Impact. But with that being said, I kind of prepared myself for them leaving and them being gone from TNA. I mean, it is what it is, Chase. I call TNA the greatest territory on earth. People come in for about 6 months, they do what they got to do, and they get the fuck out. TNA these days, bro. It is what it is.
You're talking to the number one PCO fan here, bro.
Yeah, man. PCO's a real one, though. He's staying for the long haul. He don't do that 6-month garbage.
How long have the Motor City Machine Guns been there?
Well, they came back in, 2020. Then the pandemic happened, and then Alex Shelley decided he wanted to go be a nurse or whatever he does in a paramedic. So they had to cut that off. Then Saban was just Dolo. And then once the arena started coming back again, Then Shelly decided he wanted to come back, and yeah, so about 3 years. Yeah, 3 full years with the return.
Man.
Yeah.
I mean, probably not even a full 3 if you.
What do you
include the
think of their
time Shelly took
prospects
off.
in AEW? Prospects.
The Guns. I mean, AEW really doesn't book their tag division that well outside of single feud. It's not like they're gonna.
They are now. They will now.
Well, yeah, they're young,
Okay,
but
I got a question that relates to Dynasty tonight. Do you think them unifying the trios titles is a signal that, hey, can we take our tag division more seriously again instead of having 2 sets of trios titles? Do you think one relates to the other?
I heard that it was also part of the consolidation that they're doing.
why would you consolidate Ring of Honor trios championships though?
I mean,
If we're still trying to make these separate brands, why do we have to do that?
I think having the trios division just hampered the tag division in the first place. It's like, oh, we got this trios division now. Now we need 3-man teams.
Yeah,
Like instead of the tag division, which was so stacked to begin with. I think one interfered with the other.
yeah.
yes. Shadow Rays here.
Yeah, after they feud with the Young Bucks, it's pretty much downhill for Motor City Machine. It's just the truth.
Motor City Machine are going to suffer the same fate as all the other tag teams. Build all the momentum only to be then put in a feud with the Young Bucks and lose to them.
Yeah.
Damn. Man.
That's what I'm saying.
Tag division's kind of in the mud.
It is. It really is. I mean, what we're gonna do now? We're gonna get freaking Top Flight versus Motor City Machine Guns now.
Yes, you will.
Probably will.
On Rampage.
Rampage.
That'll be your first match you get.
No. The first match you'll get on Dynamite to just put these guys over real good. You have them wrestle the Butcher and the Blade.
They're both. One of them's injured.
Oh
yeah.
The Blade.
The Blade is injured.
Okay. In that case, you know what? Give me the Workhorsemen from Ring of Honor. Screw it.
They still exist?
Some of them are. I don't know.
They'll probably face like a Shane Taylor Promotions or some BS.
No, they'll probably get whatever town they're in. The local.
Normally I would say best friends, but they're broken up now. So
Not so best of friends anymore.
Yeah. But I know that we're not. Before we talk about main event, I just want to bring this pre-show thing. It was so awkward. They're trying to build this Trent Beretta and Chuck feud, and Trent was all like, "Why aren't you answering my text? I think you should be answering my text, Chuck." Well, you have until Wednesday for the ultimatum. And I was like, "What?" It was weird.
It was weird.
You didn't watch it.
No, but now that you're describing, it's like, damn. Well, my thing is,
But why'd you say it was weird? Like you watched it?
I did.
You did watch it.
I did.
Yeah, Steve was watching it in his head. He's replaying
He
the
said
vision.
background noise.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't remember that promo.
Not the promo. Not the promo.
Yeah. See, he admits it. All right. Main event time.
Main event time. Main event.
I got a lot of questions for you guys about the main event too.
Okay. Well, of course, the main event was Swerve Strickland versus Samoa Joe for the AEW World Championship. This match went about 17 minutes and 59 seconds.
Sounds like every match.
Every match, yeah. Holy crap.
17 minutes.
Swerve here going for history-making moment to become the first African American to be the AEW World Champion. I mean, let's be honest. This was it was gonna happen. It was now or never, right? I mean, unless you really wanted to wait till like Double or Nothing.
That's what you were throwing
That's
out
what
there
I
in the
was saying.
preview.
Yeah,
You wanted to prolong it, Steve.
a little bit, yeah. But then watching how everything went down and seeing how he was being promoted this weekend, like I think he was at a Cardinals game. That being Swerve.
Yeah. So they was like, here, have the title early, why don't you?
Yeah, like you're having him go in there with the belt. Like, yeah, bro. Like you're already telling me who's gonna win this match, right?
Maybe Samoa Joe doesn't like baseball.
Nah, but still, at least, yeah. But you're
They're
not
not
gonna
baseball in Samoa?
Yeah, but okay, likely not, likely not. But I'm not gonna have the challenger show up with the belt, right? To hand over to the team, whatever it may be, and let him take photos with the belt. Even
Oh no,
if
to
he's
be
the
fair,
challenger.
Steve, let me explain to Steve.
Taporia, I know
the team gave him the belt. They had an AEW replica belt. They presented it to Swerve. Let me clear it up. But still.
Oh, so they already
yeah. And it had Cardinal side plates. It's like when WWE has their
their team belts.
Team belts. This was their version of it. Although
but,
much lesser.
Yeah, but it's WWE giving it to the team though.
Right. It's different, but I just want to make sure you're not confused that it was Swerve showing up with his own replica belt.
I get that, but you got to realize though, for anyone who's just watching the photo,
yes.
Again, people go on social media, they look at these news sites.
Yes.
Oh, Swerve here, and then you see Swerve with the belt.
That was me in the group chat. I was like,
what
the fuck is
Imagine
this?
you saw Cody Rhodes holding the title before he won.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you see
with the Roman side plates.
Yeah,
it was like touching the money. You can't touch the money. You got to win it first.
It's like if you watched in the UFC, like Ilya was doing that before he won the title. He was claiming to be the real world champion. And
Connor?
No, dude,
Eddie Alvarez build?
Bro, Ilya Taporia literally just freaking literally in his Instagram bios already had it that he won the fight, and it had it in his bio, UFC featherweight champion. Not even touching the belt. That dude was confident.
And again, bro, he was even filming a documentary that's going to be, I think, airing.
Hey, Steve, how excited are you? You get to replace the render now.
No. Yeah, that's true. The
Swerve render.
Oh yeah. Oh man. In the.
Oh, you see how disappointing?
Yeah.
He's got to replace one picture. Oh my god.
No. I mean, again,
but have it ready for kitchen, Steve.
This is a little side note because we were talking about belts. I was curious because I want to see. I like to look at the belts on WWE Shop. I bet you guys won't know what the best-selling belt is right now.
Cody's belt.
The new tag belt?
The Brahma Bull tag. Oh.
Nope, it is the new tag belt. But which one, Romeo?
The Raw tag.
The SmackDown
one? Judging by the way you said that, it's the Raw, right?
No, it's the SmackDown tag team tag.
Yeah.
Oh, you tricked me. You swerved me. See what I did there?
Yeah.
Way better.
Oh, Steve. Oh, too slow, Steve.
Oh, my.
By the way, the two belts behind me, the spinner and the undisputed blue universal, they're in the top 5. I'm surprised. I think a lot of the blue universal, they're like me, Roman Reigns fans, wanting to. So I still love Cody.
Leave the memories alone.
That's our memory. Yes.
His memories.
Hey, Roman retired as Universal Champion, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh
God, he's still holding
this
it.
pity party you guys are.
Yeah.
What pity party?
Chase likes to act like Braun Strowman didn't beat Bill Goldberg at Mania.
No, he didn't. That did not happen. I don't know. You guys watched it. So if you guys don't know, I have to say this because people like to spread fake news around, and I'm not going to allow it.
What's the fake news, Chase? What's the fake news?
No, it's fake news. So
what is the fake news, though?
I'm trying to explain it, Steve. So what happened was, as we all know, the pandemic happened. Goldberg came out at WrestleMania 37 and said, "I ain't defending my title. I'm leaving." And so he vacated the Universal Championship. That's my feed. I saw this. But then Braun Strowman came out with blue crayons and started to draw on his greatest Royal Rumble title. And he was like, I'm the world champion. I'm the Universal champion. And it led to weird feuds where Miz and Morrison had to convince this idiot, hey, man, you're not the Universal champion. That belt does not exist. Why do you have this belt? And Strowman was still going, I'm the champ. Oh, I'm the champ. It was very sad. I was pissed at WWE. Making fun of people with special needs is not funny, WWE.
Oh, man.
It's not funny. It's fucked up. Yeah, it was like some Eugene shit. They gave Eugene like he was pretending he was a Universal champion, who we all know was missing. And Bray Wyatt was even trying to wake him up from this. Was trying to tell him, "Hey, you're not the Universal champion. Oogly boogly, wake the fuck up, you idiot!" And then finally, Bray Wyatt found the Universal Championship. He found it. He just said, "Oh,
in the swamp."
Yeah, he found it, and he made it blue. And I was like, wow, crazy, love it. So. Yeah, he found it. Yeah, Bray Wyatt found it, and then he became the Universal Champion. Then Roman Reigns came back all jacked and buffed, and was saying, "You're freaking the mask. Oh, you're nothing without me, fat boy." And then later on, got the wise man and became our tribal chief. I don't know what to put.
It's a great storyline.
Yeah, but it's weird because when you look at the history of the Universal Championship, Goldberg just vacates the belt. That's why do you think Goldberg got that automatic rematch against Roman? Is because he never lost the belt. He didn't want to. Goldberg is a man that wants to. It's for the people. Goldberg only spears people in front of people. You're gonna spear it in front of an empty warehouse. That's not badass of Goldberg. Yeah, out of here. So yeah, you guys can have this narrative that Braun Strowman won the Universal Championship. It never happened. It's all fake.
I can attest to this. I can attest.
CPZ, you must have watched the Indian version of fucking WWE.
Oh, what? No.
What?
That's like the worst thing to say at this time. Oh, man. Jim Hall and Veer Mahan, they're going to.
They got bigger problems.
Yeah.
Man. Next, you guys are going to tell me some like the Chiefs won 2 Super Bowls back to back. That's crazy. They're just making shit up now.
Yeah. One of those rings came from a perk.
I still don't. I'm going to be honest. I don't know how he fucking came out the second half. Like that shit was hilarious. Perk Mahomes, bro, crazy. Main event, Steve.
Yeah, main event.
Main event. The main event here. The way this was played out, again, this gets Swerve his moment. Samoa Joe, I think, Jay, you said this, right? When it's a shaved head, that's when you know he's winning.
Oh, so if you guys don't know, Samoa Joe, ever since, like, I want to say this started, like, later in TNA, but you would know Samoa Joe was winning when he would shave his head, shave the beard. He just got a new fresh cut. It's a trend, and you can see it when he won the world title. You can see it when he retained the world title at the pay-per-view. He just wants to look good for the occasion when he wins. And I saw it when Samoa Joe came. The hair was growing back. The beard was not tamed. I knew this motherfucker ain't winning.
Also factor in Swerve had a dope ring attire entrance. That was pretty cool.
Black Panther.
Yes.
Killmonger.
Steve, you see Black Panther?
Honestly?
Oh,
Yeah, we always want to be honest with them being around. No, lie to us. Just fucking lie.
You know what, Steve? Just lie to me. Tell me if you saw it.
To go someone I know, I haven't seen it.
Wow. What Marvel movies have you seen, Steve?
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. Yeah, you would be. I think one of the Avengers movies.
Which one? There's this guy.
I think it was Endgame.
The first one?
Yeah, I believe so.
Wait. So you just skipped all the other way. You were just like, oh, I'll go see Avengers Endgame. Were you confused? Or were you just like, Chase,
listen to yourself, Chase. This is so Steve.
Yeah.
Screw everything that built up to this. I ain't watching a pre-show.
Yeah,
Pre-show.
Steve would be that motherfucker. Like when AEW's been like years in, he's like, "Yeah, I'll go watch Revolution 2021. Why don't you watch 2019? No, I'm good." What?
I'll watch the main event.
Bias.
I want to see Hangman win the belt. There you go. I'm good. But oh, come on. The refs helped the Chiefs beat the Ravens in the AFC title game.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anywho,
Swerve Samoa Joe. What a man.
All right.
What did y'all like about this match?
That was a good main event. It was just, I don't know, Joe was pretty like telegraphing, like, okay, I will take this spot, I'll take that spot. I mean, they did a good job at making me feel like Swerve could lose. I'll give the match that credit.
Really?
Like I felt Swerve. Joe was kicking out of a lot of shit where I was like, oh, that's it, and stuff like that. But other than that, they did a good job. I felt Swerve looked really good here, and yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say about it. I thought the match was good.
Fair.
Yeah, same thoughts pretty much. Predictable outcome. I couldn't believe there was people out there thinking that maybe Prince Nana would turn on Swerve.
I was wondering.
Or I didn't mind the idea of Hangman coming out if he tried to cost Swerve the title but failed. I couldn't have Hangman cost Swerve the title after Jack Perry just also cost FTR. Like that would have been very weird having that back to back. But obviously they're saving Hangman for further later on down the line. Give Swerve his moment. Joe gave him his moment. Joe was out of there quickly as possible. You can have your moment.
yeah.
And yeah, I mean, great moment, important moment in AEW history. First African American world champion, big deal. Swerve deserves it. Swerve, give him all the credit in the world because a company gave up on him. They were wrong to give up on him. They had a big deal with him and Hit Row. They fucked up royally, upper management. He's a star. He went out to AEW. He proved it in the ring and out the ring, and he deserves everything that's coming his way right now.
Yeah, I get mad sometimes when I'll read people be like, "This wrestler was fumbled by said company." Because sometimes, no, any company, like even sometimes with AEW, like when people say, "Oh, AEW fumbled Cody," it's like, no, it's just AEW was never going to work for Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes also kind of fumbled it himself because he decided not to Jeff Jarrett it and become the world champion and do all this other stuff. He decided to like add all these extra stipulations and do stuff that he knew that this hardcore fan base didn't like and stuff. Swerve was fumbled by WWE, 100% fumbled. Like they had this guy at the Palm. He was doing good stuff with NXT during that shitty pandemic era. He was doing what he could with Leon Ruff and everything. Like what Swerve had to work with was crazy. And
that was a Vince thing, right? Not a Triple H thing.
Yeah,
it wasn't actually a Triple H thing. Swerve talked about that in 2022 about how him and Triple H didn't have like the most warm, fuzzy relationship.
Also, it was a Triple H thing.
Yeah, and then also you talked
Vince
about how
actually liked them.
Yeah, and then Triple H obviously. Triple H him like was just like no, you know, I
need him on Booker T probably, you know.
Yeah.
Well, so all right, so if that's a Triple H thing, that is a major Triple H fuck up.
Yeah, he dropped the ball. Like WWE really dropped the ball with this guy, and I get it. Hit Row came up on the main roster, and they were probably making a lot more money than they probably should have been making at that time, but. If you were going to cut all of them, that was stupid. You should have only cut the 3 and let Swerve. No, be dead honest. Just cut the other 3. Like, fuck it. Sorry, Swerve.
100% right.
Sorry, Swerve. We debuted you with this faction. this is not going to work out. Let's just ride with you because we see something new. Like they had him and they messed up with him, and he came out and Tony Khan did the right thing with him from the beginning, where he made him feel like a big deal. He came out, did like the Christian Cage signing. He showed up during a pay-per-view. It's like, this guy is not like, it was not like he was a huge name in WWE. He was just some NXT guy for most people. So it's like, man, why are you giving this guy all this rub and shine? And yeah, there were some rough patches. The Keith Lee stuff was very
definitely rough patches. They got a little rocky there to the point where you're like, oh, what are we doing?
I mean, yeah, the Keith Lee stuff was like, the tag team was fine, but the aftermath was horrible. The feud never, ever manifested. And then the Mogul Embassy stuff was kind of getting to that point where it felt like it was literally like Matt Hardy's House Hardy operations or whatever it's called, where it's just like, they're just doing shit. And you're just like, so what are you guys doing here? And then,
let me tell you who the real MVP is.
Nana.
He's definitely part of it. But it seems like ever since they hired Will Washington.
Oh, yeah.
Will Washington was like, I got one important thing to fix in this company.
And here's the thing. If you're gonna put in a lot of eggs in your basket, I'm glad he chose Swerve. I know him and Swerve are cousins in real life, so that
are they cousins like Cody and Roman and Rock?
No, I think they're actual blood cousins. They're not. It's not like Dwayne claiming he's part of the
bloodline. The black line.
Cousin.
Yeah, no, but I'm cool. What was I trying to say?
You were talking about the build of Swerve.
Yeah. No, like I feel like what they did with Swerve was honestly really good and perfect. Like I can't complain with what they did, building him up in AEW, especially once he started going with Prince Nana and everything. Once he got to Prince Nana, it was just like once the dance started becoming that's when Swerve started going, and then Swerve talked about it in interviews. He felt like Killmonger.
That's how you do it, Steve.
He's sleeping. No, he was asleep.
Steve does the fucking jerking off double cows thing, man.
He's doing the line roads.
Just a milkman.
No.
Steve does the Charles Barkley churros.
Charles Barkley churros.
This is Steve.
Oh no.
Steve, you gotta dance faster, man. This ain't the Rock away.
Steve, do this.
Kill shot.
The great thing, Swerve has so many things lined up for him. Like you have Hangman Page, fight forever. That guy's always going to be a thorn in your side. His mission was to make sure you never got to this point, and he's suspended. He didn't get a chance to affect us, but he will be back one day. And then you got, if you get there, fucking all in. You get the main event.
Ospreay
Against Will Ospreay.
So I have a couple questions. Some are Joe related.
Joe Rogan?
Here's the thing, guys. Have you guys ever had DMT before? But no.
Looks like he's having it right now.
Yeah. Hey, Steve, it's Lucky. Wake up, motherfucker. You're live on the camera. Everyone's seeing you butt naked. Oh, Steve, you took off your pants. What are you doing, Steve? What are you doing? Wake up, Steve. Steve, get to the microphone. Get to the microphone. Before it's too late. Ah, there you go. Waking the fuck up, mate. I'm so happy for you.
Will Ospreay mean? Steve, that'll wake you up.
Yeah. What happened to Ospreay?
Money.
CEO.
Sorry, I don't claim that theme yet. But Samoa Joe, where does he rank for you guys as AEW champion? Probably one of the more shorter.
Worst.
Oh wow.
What were you gonna say? The most
one of the more shorter reigns. One of the more shorter reigns.
Shorter. It has to be the shortest, no?
Well,
it is the shortest.
No. What about Moxley?
Oh, with the CM Punk one?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, for like 4 days.
That's the worst reign. But
No, but I'm talking about him as a champion as a whole.
oh well,
Listen,
it's my
yeah.
oh.
Go ahead, CBZ.
Oh, okay. I was just saying, in my opinion, Samoa Joe was never even in Tony Khan's mind to ever even be the champion. And I feel like the only reason why Joe did get the world title is this was his thank you for what Samoa Joe did in that in that all-in situation. And I feel like, no, seriously, I feel like it was like his reward for that. It was like a thank you for that. Because Samoa Joe was the reason why that match went through out on TV or on pay-per-view. And I think Tony rewarded Samoa Joe with that. And MJF was on the way out. Samoa Joe was like JBL, basically, in this situation. in less time, though. And you didn't need to go a whole year with him. Because I'm sorry. But we didn't have all this talent at the time right? Now we got Ospreay. Now we got Okada. Now we got the rise of Swerve Strickland. So I think it was just different.
Joe stepped up because MJF got hurt. Yeah. And he grabbed the ball. And I think that probably is some truth to what CBZ is saying. Definitely stepped up at All In. Give CM Punk credit too. CM Punk said he wouldn't have done that match if it weren't for Samoa Joe, because it was Samoa Joe that he was facing. So but Samoa Joe stepped up into a role that he probably wasn't gonna have. And the ratings have been absolute ass, but I won't judge Joe too harshly for that.
Do you think Joe was the person to always beat MJF, or did Tony Khan have someone else in mind?
No, I think
it wasn't Joe.
Yeah.
I say it was going to be Swerve because they teased that those two in the backstage segment when MJF was still the champion. I honestly don't think we would have ever even got to that if had.
I think it was Adam Cole, but he got hurt off that stupid jump.
That was crazy, man.
Steve, who do you have before you go knockouts the mode? You who do you have
regarding?
Who do you think it was going to be to dethrone MJF?
Yeah. Who do you think was going to dethrone MJF when he was the champion? Not Joe, obviously.
Honestly, I was going to go with Adam Cole.
Adam Cole?
Yeah.
Do you guys think this will be Swerve's only AEW World Title reign?
Oh, like Buster Douglas?
Yes.
Oh,
because because I don't think Tony Khan wanted to push Swerve in that way. When he even I don't think Tony Khan signed Swerve Strickland and said, "Yeah, he's going to be my world champion." I don't, and the booking doesn't show you that either. So it's kind of like that LA Knight type of deal where it's like, he's cool in this role, but then he really started picking up some steam, and then it's like, oh well, we gotta kind of just go there. The only difference is Triple H was like, nah, but Tony Khan said, yeah. So
I disagree. I don't think it's going to be his only one. Multiple factors, because number one, I think he stays in AEW probably for life for a very long time. Honestly, he's going to go back to WWE? I don't think so, unless they change their mind. Triple H doesn't change his mind too many times. And number two, he has this fight forever feud with Hangman. That's not going to go away. They are bonded for life. And Hangman, for sure, is always going to be in the world title picture because he is amazing.
For sure.
Those two reasons alone.
Yeah, the only way Triple H will change his mind on Swerve is Swerve all of a sudden does something controversial. He goes, "Hey, look, man, I know I didn't really respond to you before, but come back. Trust me, man. Things have changed.
Come home.
What relationship does Triple H have with like that with anyone else? As an example,
Keith Lee.
They have beef.
Yeah,
it seems like it.
Yeah.
Does it seem like? What do you know? The beef.
Well, it just seems like it because Vince liked him, but then whatever reason, like Triple H didn't seem too fond of him.
But didn't Triple H book him to win the titles in NXT?
True.
Yeah, and then he had him lose it. Then he let him lose it in 2 weeks to his favorite, Karrion Kross.
I think he still treated him like a big deal in NXT though.
by force. It was just like, fuck, this guy's still around.
And he had that great performance in that Survivor Series match with Roman and him.
And that was Vince. And that was Vince.
Is there some theme here that Triple H doesn't like black people or what? What's going? Well, he loves Bianca Belair, right?
No, remember during NXT, he didn't even push Bianca. He was making sure Bianca didn't do shit. The only black person he pushed was Sasha. That was it. Every other black person.
Investigate this. There has to be more people.
And Bianca's and Sasha's 0.5. Isn't her mom white or something like that?
Oh yeah. Oh dude. And also too, look at Lashley. What the fuck has Lashley been doing since Triple H took it over? All of a sudden, Lashley is just doing the bah, 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 bah. That's it. That's all Lashley does.
With the Street Profits.
Yeah, and the Street Profits get thrown together because Triple H is like, all right, you guys are the same race. You guys are all together. That's how my booking is.
Bro, Vince was about to have Montez Ford on a singles run. You saw that chamber match, and then it was just nothing.
What are the black wrestlers?
Omos is off TV. What a shit. This is terrible. Come on. Odyssey Jones. Come on, Triple.
Oh yeah, Triple H made sure Odyssey Jones got drafted and he still hasn't been on.
All right. This upcoming
even
draft.
Zion Quinn got a match before him.
I think that's why Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams are pretty comfortable in NXT. They're pretty comfortable there.
This upcoming draft, they have the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever. And that's draft Odyssey Jones to Raw again.
And they just act like he never got drafted in the first place before. It's just like
if you notice, man, some of the New Day, ever since Vince left, New Day, they ain't even featured on TV, bro. Like they just there. They're just like kind of like extra, super extra.
Man, I never thought about this. Well, you guys are cooking with this.
No, we're just
black talent.
Oh, I make this joke with my friend all the time. Like every freaking Monday that I talk to him about WWE, I just say Triple H, he ain't a big fan of my people like that.
Yeah, like if you're Asian, you're set, dude. He loves Io Sky, he loves Kairi Sane, he loves Asuka. Like he had Asuka beat Bianca in Saudi, Romeo. Like, come on, like he was all like, oh yeah, the Saudis want Asuka to win, you know? Like, what? But Bianca, and then ever since Bianca lost the title, because remember, Bianca was booked when Vince was still like in charge.
Okay, but he's gonna have Bianca and Jade be tag champs together. That's
the title he doesn't care about. He doesn't care about these tag team titles. These are the titles he just wants. He's like, oh well, if I have to have representation, I'll just give it to them. Screw it. Look, I love Triple H, but I gotta call it out when I see it. Like,
dude, so has any black wrestler won a title under his booking?
Well, in NXT, they've always been the North American Championship. The North American Championship was the Black Championship when Triple H was running NXT. All the black people won that belt.
R-Truth.
Yeah, that's true.
He loves R-Truth.
R-Truth.
He didn't seem to love him in the segment. He seemed like he wanted to sock him. He was like pissed. He was pissed. He did not look like he was corpsing. He looked like he wanted the corpse on out of there.
He was trying to laugh. That's the only guy. That's the only guy, right? That's the only guy booked as champion.
Yeah, that's black. Yeah.
Yep. And of course, he had to be with a white man to win.
Yeah.
One of the whitest men possible, too.
I mean, to be fair, does Bobby Lashley winning to Andre, does that count?
No.
The fuck
no. Okay.
No, but Will, we just mean in the Triple H like head booking main roster era.
That's all Lashley's been doing since Triple H took you chose this.
Bro, you listen to that. It's a great theme, first of all. Is that a Def Rebel?
It is.
Yeah, it's a Def Rebel theme. No,
it's Def Rebel. Their flowers for that one.
No,
nobody will do that.
But we're just laughing. That's all Lashley does now. I'm like, dude, all he does come out to do is his entrance team.
It is. Well, when that beat hits, it's like you just have to. You have to.
Yeah,
it's just perfect timing. Every time that entrance hits, I'm gonna be doing this now.
That's all he does.
What does Lashley even do? Yeah, that's all he does now. We're like, dude, we're just saying Triple H when it comes to black champions, or just the blacks, he don't do anything with them. He literally just goes, oh, okay, you guys are here, fine.
All right, but Carmelo and Trick, they're
we're going to be watching them closely, man. We're going to
the next era.
Yeah,
and Melo's presentation wasn't looking so hot on SmackDown when he was getting caught up there. This dude was jobbing Austin Theory.
Yeah, he was jobbing a Theory already, not looking good. Dude, remember when Trick Williams came out to save? There was that report. Higher ups were surprised at Trick Williams' reaction, and it was like Triple H was surprised. He was like, "Oh, I didn't think it was over. Oh, that's crazy. I heard he wasn't that good yet." Sean loves them. Sean's trying to protect him.
Sean's for us. Yeah.
Shawn Michaels is the hope for the black people, man. He's making sure.
Yeah.
He like PCO. He might be invited to the cookout soon.
Exactly.
I mean, he puts in more effort than like literally the North American Championship was the black championship. Like Triple H was just like, all right, if you're black, you win that belt. All the little white guys, you win the NXT title.
Are there any black NXT champions besides Keith Lee?
Carmelo Hayes, but not under Triple H. But not under Triple H. Under Triple H,
just Keith Lee.
Do you think?
Are you talking about the NXT World Title, right?
Yeah. Do you think the canceled dream would ever got there?
No, he made sure. No, he loved trolling with Velveteen. Velveteen was just like, "Oh, fans like him, but all he is a character. What else can he do? I don't know."
Yeah, he just liked to see him lose.
Were there any other questions you had, Chase? Those are good questions, though.
Yeah, well, we already answered. We already talked about who Swerve could be possibly facing next on the True Heat stream, so that question's pretty much gone. But those were my only two questions because I really wanted to know, like, what you guys put as Joe as champion.
Say? What did we say?
I said Takeshita. I said Takeshita. That's or Orange Cassidy. Those two could possibly be choices.
I honestly have no effing idea. I know someone said Keith Lee.
I said Wardlow.
That was me. I said Keith Lee coming out and being like, "You took everything away from me, Swerve."
And I said Wardlow because you can always tie that into the Adam Cole thing.
Does Joe get a rematch? I don't want to see that.
Has anybody ever gotten a rematch in AEW for their title?
CM Punk.
I don't think I've seen it. Oh, well.
Yeah, come on, dude.
Come on. It's Punk, though. Like,
didn't Jericho did? Oh, Moxley did. Because he lost, and then they did the barbed wire match at the next pay-per-view.
Yeah. So it's rare then.
Type in the chat who you would want to see Swerve face at Double or Nothing. But,
I want to
be realistic about it. Be realistic.
Yeah, don't. If you guys say like anything that's like too crazy,
Ospreay, like no, it's not happening.
We're talking about at Double.
Keep it realistic within the booking that you see.
Damn, look at Steve, dude. In the jungle, my jungle, Steven sleeps tonight. I wanted to do the post show. I won't sleep, I promise. Oh, away. Oh, Steve is lucky.
No matter what, I think MJF returns at Double or Nothing.
Oh, dude. Honestly,
what show's in Long Island again? That's Forbidden Door, right?
Forbidden Door. Which is not that far after.
That's mostly New Japan versus.
That don't matter. It's Long Island. MJF is gonna be there.
But now also they're gonna factor in versus Stardom versus CMLL versus
Steve sounds so excited, bro.
Everybody.
Can you hear the excitement in Steve's voice?
No,
he's so excited for Forbidden Door. I think he's gonna be there in person. Oh, never mind. I saw that face. He's not gonna be there.
So Steve, what's wrong with Long Beach or not Long Beach? Long Island.
Just the drive. The drive out there.
You can't take a plane, a train,
Steve will go to Arthur Ashe, but not Long Island. Come on.
Well, you know.
You know.
I took a train to the subway.
Steve, man, you don't want to see these companies. You don't care. You don't want to see no Forbidden Door.
I like that.
Forbidden
take,
Doors.
Connor.
You got to. Where's the clip, Steve? I'm surprised. It's many times we said Forbidden Door. You didn't play the clip, man. Oh, look at this guy. This guy's exhausted.
Now he's excited to do this. Yeah, I like that team group of Paige and Takeshita. Oh man, no, wow, that's a fitting name for all the virgins out there, the Forbidden Door, because that's the one thing they'll never see.
Well,
damn, dude, Chase Cummings is gonna be pissed. He said that was AI doctor. Remember how upset he got? He was screaming at you, bro.
Oh, Steve, you look so different in that clip.
Yeah. See, what happened? What? We're going to talk about this real quick, and then we can go. Why did the weight come back, Steve? What happened?
I did not mean it like that. Oh my god!
Well, that's a fitting name for all the virgins out there, the Forbidden Door, because that's the one thing they'll never see.
Well, oh, the haircut, yeah,
the hair.
What's your hair like now, Steve? Are you bald?
Yeah, look at what. Take the cap off. You took it off earlier.
Are you Samoa Joe-ing
the
it?
hair?
What happened?
What's your hair?
Oh, Steve froze. Well, how convenient. Well, there he is.
What's your hair look like?
You're in the mud right now. In the mud right now.
See, like it was a completely different person.
Yeah. No, Steve, we got to get you back on the grind. Steve, I don't think you're grinding hard enough.
Steve, are you afraid of the grind?
No, Steve, you got to weigh in at the championship weight limit of the heavyweight title before Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler.
Man, you're gonna weight drain this guy.
You got to get to 265. That's it.
Oh man,
where you at now, Steve? Oh wow, that's a fitting name for all the virgins out there.
My fault.
What weight are you at?
It shall be done.
No, what weight are you at?
Like 3 would change.
What happened?
Well, what were you at before?
It was at 270.
Oh, maybe it was that trip to Peru.
I think it was.
You ate the symbiote and it infected you.
Yeah, you went on a whole food tour.
It was a food trip, man.
Yeah,
exactly.
You were eating and you're eating way too much, bro. 300, Steve. You were at 270. You probably don't fit into jeans anymore that you bought or anything.
When were you at 270? When was the last time?
A few. I would say before the summer ended.
No, Steve, let it go. Oh no, in the mud. Disappointed, Steve. Disappointed.
Steve, you're like Will Ospreay. You're afraid of the grind.
Yeah, you're afraid of the grind, Steve. Steve, because you know what I'm doing? I ain't making no excuses. Even though it's midnight, I'm still waking up at 5 a.m, going to my gym, cleaning and banging, doing my cardio, cleaning and banging. What are you going to be doing, Steve? Huh? What are you going to do when you wake up? Huh? Yeah, you can chuckle about it now, but you're afraid of the fucking grind. That's what you're telling me.
Oh man.
In the mud. You're not in the mud. You're sinking in quicksand. You're never going to get out with the attitude that you have now.
Oh, man.
I believe in Steve. Hashtag believe in Steve.
Well, I don't believe Steve.
Believe in him, Steve.
You have to make it a 265 by June 29th. June 29th, Steve.
What's June 29th? Is that the fight?
Yeah.
Hold on, look at that guy.
Wait a minute. Well, ain't there also an event that besides the UFC?
Nobody's that stupid. No, I don't think anybody's that stupid.
Maybe it's another Triple Mania.
No, Steve. June 1st, Nate Diaz and Jorge Gamebred Masvidal are boxing on the same night as Poirier versus Islam.
Is that still fucking in June? That's still 2 months away.
You going to that show?
That is the worst press I've ever seen, by the way.
Steve, if I'm free June 1st, I'm going to watch Poirier versus Islam. I ain't watching fucking Gamebred versus Nate Diaz box.
Eat bread.
Wait, that's the same night,
Yeah.
same time.
Yep.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Are they
they
that
better do
fucking
the
stupid?
Canelo. They better do the Canelo and just chill out.
Yep.
I'm
Chill
watching
out.
UFC. What the
Yeah.
fuck is this? I'm
Yeah.
watching the Diamond. Are you kidding me?
Watching
He's the
the-
draw.
Yeah, watching Dustin Poirier shock the world, beating that
You're damn
Dagestani.
right.
Can he finish
Yep.
the story?
He will
after
be
all
there in
these
person,
years?
right?
Steve, I have the UFC Fight Club. I can give you my promo code.
You don't want to be there in person, Steve? In
You
the
get
world's most
$200
famous
off.
arena?
You get $200 off your ticket.
Mm.
Aren't those running for like
So what does that
$1,000?
make it? $200?
Well, the cheapest seat at Prudential, which is the nosebleed section, is like for the UFC like 800, I think it is.
800.
No, Steve, what are you talking about? My pre-sale, the cheapest seat was $350.
Well, that's pre-sale, and then they announced us
Oh,
Poirier
350.
versus
No,
Islam.
no, Steve, the tickets came out this week.
Mhm.
What part did you not understand? I said I was part of Fight Club. He's too tired. Anyways,
Talking about a making decision. Wow.
rating of the show, AEW Dynasty from Cage Match as of now with 27 total votes is a 9 out of 10. Steve, the vibe. What would you rate AEW Dynasty?
I'm gonna give this show an 8.
Okay. Romeo.
8, and it's somewhere between 8 and 9. 8.5. Let me just say that 8.5.
You're gonna have CPZ.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 8.5 as well.
And I'm with you two, 8.5 out of 10. And that will do it for this review. Steve the Vibe, where can people vibe with you?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what the heck? Caden Lee's of the
Performance Center. Damn, Caden. You're
How
a
the hell is
Performance
he still a
Center.
mod?
Steve don't update these things here. Caden, it's fine. You can still be a mod. But what's the Performance Center? What, WWE? You trying to cause shit at the scrum, and now all of a sudden you're at the
It's getting
Performance
picked up
Center.
everywhere. That question.
Caden, good job, bro.
That was like the main one people are talking about.
Good job, Caden. You got the buzzworthy question, man.
Good job.
Steve.
One second here. 1 second here.
What? 1 second with what?
Nah, I could proceed.
Okay. So, Steve, where can the people vibe with you?
Well, guys, you guys can vibe with me here on the Around the Point Network. Follow me on follow me at Heel Steven, Steve's Kitchen tomorrow. And yeah.
Romeo, where can the beautiful people find you? Damn.
Or Romeo Anthony, all forms of social media.
What are you doing for True Heel Heat this week? Anything you're doing?
True Heel Heat Day. A lot of stuff going on. First of all, be reviewing Raw Tuesday, rated Raw review. Check out True Heel Heat Sports and Entertainment, because Thursday night the NFL Draft will be doing a live watch along, and we'll try to include fans of all the teams as their picks come on and see their live reactions. Definitely, I need you, Chase, for the Chargers reaction. CPZ, do you have a football?
I'll be in a Mexican restaurant, so I don't know if there's going
I'm
to be any
unfortunately have to be a Bears fan, sadly.
Wow. We're going to have you on multiple times. Jeez, they got multiple picks.
Yeah.
Chase, I don't care where the hell you at, man.
No, I'm just saying there might be a lot of noise, so that's why.
Yeah. We'll try to navigate through it. But yeah, Saturday, folks. You want to be on True Heel Heat. Triple A, Triple Mania. Folks, this only happens. It's a very rare event. 3 times a year.
Del Rio versus Ziggler, guys.
See.
You do not want to miss this. Stream it legally, illegally, whatever. This is an event every single time. It's so much fun. It's hilarious. You will have a fun time. Watch it Saturday night with us. Unless the next round, like a game 6 or game 7. Let's see. Let me see the schedule. Very important.
So I'm surprised we didn't read any.
Oh no!
No.
Oh no!
See, it's
Read
okay.
what?
You can do that for kitchen. Pick some of your favorite reviews and read it for kitchen.
Oh, I got a menu for kitchen.
And that's good, Steve. What are you going to talk about on kitchen? You're not telling people how you're going to vibe with kitchen. Maybe you should change the Steve's Kitchen to Steve's Clubhouse or Steve's Club, so that way people can vibe with you there.
Get vibe at your kitchen, right there at the tables. Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
What's on the menu, Steve?
We'll talk about these releases. We're going to talk about yes.
Should take about 30 seconds.
He starts with the most negative
Ryan Garcia, knocking out or defeating. Let me correct myself here. Defeating Devin Haney. Right, there was that.
Right.
There's discussions of WrestleMania going to Vegas after all next year.
Hey man, this is Undertaker here. Use promo code PrizePicks today.
Forget SmackDown, Steve. The Bloodline, the new Bloodline.
Also, it's awesome to talk about a little bit of SmackDown and a little bit of Rebellion.
What do you think my MFT stands for, Steve?
My friendly Tonga. There you go.
Or my motherfucking Tongan?
Close.
It
was close.
Yeah, close enough. But not
my family tree.
My family tree. Yes.
It can mean anything. All right. So that's where you can vibe with Steve. CPZ, where can the great people find you?
Yeah, you can follow me on X at CPZ loves you.
That's right.
All right, you guys follow me on X at ChaseOliver68 here on the Round the Point. Saturday, I'll definitely be on for Triple Mania, and then Thursday, hopefully, I'm still a Chargers fan, and we didn't trade Justin Herbert for fucking peanuts with the Vikings, and have JJ Goofball McCarthy no longer be my quarterback because I won't be a Chargers fan.
What the hell was that, Steve?
What? He puts on 5-star matches.
Ospreay have to do it.
Yeah, Steve is. Go to Steve. You can end the stream. We don't need no little music outro. Just hit end stream and we're good.
Much love, guys. Thank you all for watching.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome as always.
Go to bed, Steve.
Good night, everybody.
Hey, Steve, I'm heading out there, mate. Oh, don't put the Bexa down. Oh, they get the
what the hell, man?